Hello.
Yeah, tell me, sir. I'm listening. Yeah.
Sir, the script on mouse events that's not working on that project.
Okay, sir. Can you share the screen?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yes, I'm sharing now.
Okay. So on mouse events is not working, right? So it
Yes, sir.
means you have to click on the cube when you actually execute the program. When you see the cube in
Yes.
the AR,
Uh,
you should touch on the cube. Okay.
I do that. I touch this cube, but it doesn't change the color of the cube.
Yeah. Yeah. What you can do, just attach one material to the cube first. So simply right
Like
click on the materials folder, go to
okay,
create menu, then create a material, second option. Just rename it cube mat. Cube mat. Cube mat. No
cube
need to
mat.
any
Okay.
color, just a new material. Apply this to the cube. Simply drag it and drop on the cube. Okay, now
Okay.
save. Save and check the output. It should work.
Okay.
The code actually needs the material. Okay, so we have assigned the material, it will work.
But sir, how it can work that we have just add the script now on mouse event.
Where, sir, on mouse events, where in the car or in the.
Uh, no, in the cube. This one. This
Yeah,
one.
just to open the on mouse events script, I'll tell you. Double click on this on mouse events box there. Yeah, double click. It will open the script. So what we are saying, it actually works with the touch input as well as on the mouse, this keyboard, this mouse
Yes,
input.
sir.
Okay. So when you actually deploy it on the Android smartphone, you can touch on the cube. For every time you touch on the
Okay.
cube, we apply one random color. So what we are saying, on mouse down means when you actually press on the object, what you want to do,
Okay.
get the
Okay.
material from the mesh renderer and I apply one random color. That's the first line. Okay.
Okay.
So get what is the material? It's actually that defines the appearance of the object. That is part of the mesh renderer component. So get the mesh renderer component, then access the material, then assign a new color when you touch on the object. That's the first thing.
So it will automatically assign any color to the object.
No, no, no. There is no need for any color. We just need a
No,
material.
no. I was just saying that it will automatically choose any color to the object.
Yes, yes. A random color will be applied.
Okay.
So that's what the line number 9 says. Line number 9, you should
Okay.
get the material reference. Once you get the material reference, just assign a random color.
Okay.
So color equal to random dot color HSV.
Color HSV. Okay.
Yeah, we have just apply random color on every touch on the object.
Okay, sir.
Then we apply some emission from the color. So when you apply red, we got red color glow. Red color glow
Okay.
around the object.
Alright, sir.
The glow won't be appearing in the light actually. If you check in darker areas, you can check out. So it's very
Okay,
simple
sir.
code. Now it should work. You can save
Okay.
the scene. Any other doubts you have, sir?
No, no, no. Just have to check the on mouse events is not working.
No, it
But
should
sir,
work right.
it should work on that one also. Na, that I have is choose cyan matte
Okay,
material
you
for
already
the
applied material,
cube.
but still it's not working. That's what you were saying, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now can you check the output right now?
So actually, I don't have camera
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the laptop.
So what you can do, just scroll up. You can build this scene for Android and try checking the output.
Now.
Yeah, later also, not a problem.
Okay, okay, we'll do it later. I'll do it.
Yeah, yeah, it should
If I
work.
have any doubt, I will contact you.
Yeah, if it is not, build it. If it is not working, we'll check it.
Right, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. I'll show you the same thing here on my screen. Okay. So first we complete that small topic, then we can start the day 6 session. Open the AR project. So let the project open. Okay.
Okay.
So now, before that, we have completed 5 days of online sessions. Okay. So we have understood the Unity fundamental concepts about game objects, components, how to create game objects, how to delete, rename game objects. Okay. So how to navigate a scene. So now everyone should be familiar working in the Unity editor. Okay. So we should be knowing everything starting from creating game objects, creating scenes, creating scripts, attaching scripts to the game objects, creating materials. So all those things we have completed in the last week. And last week we started the Euphoria image targets as well. So we have understood the target images, how to choose target images, then how to create a target image target based AR applications. So in that we have completed car AR, my first AR, Earth AR. Okay. So you just need to practice all those concepts. When it comes to project, okay, these are not actually projects. Okay. So when we create car AR, it cannot be a final project. So it is just a scene to explain the image target feature. Okay. So we want to implement more than just displaying the car or just displaying the cube. Okay. So we'll be understanding UI, animation concepts. Okay. Other touch interactions. Plus, we want to do something a little bit extra. Like I said in the previous classes, load data from some other server. Okay. For example, display the temperature of the current location when you scan on image target. Or when you scan a flat surface, display the temperature for the current location. Not only just temperature, the weather data also can display. So there are things we'll discuss one by one, but you should be familiar with the fundamental concepts. Whatever we have completed till last week, you should be practicing it. So we have uploaded help documents to make you understand things easier. So please follow the help documents. Now, before we start day 6 class, so we just want to recap the last week concepts. Okay. And you can check this. This is what we have done in the day 5. Day 5. So most of you have completed this. Okay. And some of you still need any help understanding the concepts or any confusions you have regarding the concepts, you can contact me after the class. So now, today we want to understand 3 important features. Okay. So last week we started Euphoria image target. Now we want to understand the 3 more Euphoria features. Okay. Barcode scanner, ground plane detection, and cloud rego service, cloud recognition service, or cloud image database. So we are going to discuss these in detail. I have uploaded help documents. Okay. You can check in the help documents folder, that is 47 to 53. So after the class, once I explain the concepts, you can go and practice these help documents. Then you will completely understand these 3 features. Okay. So help documents 43 to 47 to 53. So these are 3 concepts we want to discuss today. Plus we'll start a little bit of animation or UI concepts if the time permits. Okay. So any questions till now? Any doubts? Anything you want to ask me? Okay. So let's show you that cube interaction. So let's open the My First AR theme. There we actually have a cube. For the cube, we have assigned one material. You can assign any one material. Okay, you can assign any one material to the cube. I have assigned red color material. Now for the same cube, I have attached the on mouse events. On mouse events. And See, just now one participant said the interaction is not working. I'll just show you the output first. Why it is not working on your computer also, I'll show you. Okay. So let me disable the camera in the Zoom window. Then click play here. So I'm using the stones image. Let me open the stones image on the smartphone that is available in our WhatsApp group. Then click play. So again, when you get this kind of config error, okay, listen here. When you receive this kind of initialization error, driver config load error, so what you can do, stop the game, okay, simply right click on assets, then click re-import. Click re-import. So let the re-import process complete. Now let's click on the play button again. When the camera opens, I can just show you the stones image in front of the camera. I'll get the cube. Now click on the cube. For every click, you will get one color. A random color you will get for every click. And when you deploy this application, on the Android smartphone, you can actually touch on the cube. For every tap on the cube, you'll actually get a random color. Now, some of you say that I have followed all the instructions, still I'm unable to get that random color interaction. It's actually, so remember I told you to follow every help document from the help documents folder. Okay. So there we have specifically mentioned one document or something about input system. Okay. So before we actually go with any input based things, we should actually complete number 30. Choose active input handling. So you have performed all the steps, still that touch input is not working, still that click random color is not working, means you should complete this choose active input handling help document. Okay. So once you complete it, definitely you should be able to interact with the cube. So I can just show you that again quickly. It's available in the help document number 30. So I can just go to edit menu, then project settings. In the edit menu, click on project settings. Then in the left side, select player. In the right side, expand other settings. In the other settings, there is a section called configuration. This is the configuration section. Inside configuration, there is a property called active input handling. The value should be both. It should be both. So as soon as you select both, it will ask you to restart the Unity editor. So restart the editor, then you can close the window, then you can actually check the output. Fine. So now let's start today's session. So I told you we want to understand 3 Euphoria features starting from barcode scanner. Okay. Now, before we explain the barcode scanner, let's understand the licensing options available for you. So we created an Euphoria account. Okay, it's a developer account. So what are the restrictions or advantages we actually have when we are using the free account? Okay, so the account you created is actually a free account. Now I'll show you this pricing and licensing options. As a developer, we should be knowing this. So let me show you that first. Okay. So when you actually go to your Euphoria developer portal, you can just click on the pricing to see the price table. Okay. You see, we actually have basic plan. Okay. We actually have a basic plan that's actually free. You actually have, you can create the image target based multi-targets. All are image targets. All are image targets, and this is actually ground plane. Ground plane. You have complete control or access to all these features. Unlimited access to all these features. Okay. In the basic plan. So you can create image target based application. You can create a product box. Again, image target only. You can create ground plane applications. Unlimited applications are allowed. Barcode scanner, it is not allowed to publish to the Play Store. Okay. Or you should not publish the application as a commercial product. You can just, as a developer, you can understand the feature and you can test the feature. Okay. You cannot deploy it on the commercial application. That's why it is not allowed. But still, we can see the feature, we can interact with the code, we can create our own barcode scanning application. You can use it on your smartphone as a personal application. You should not publish to the Play Store or should not use it for the commercial purposes. That is barcode scanner. Then we will be discussing model targets, area targets. We'll get 20 targets per license, per account. So that is also enough. As a developer, we can easily understand these concepts. That's enough for us, 2020. Okay. When it comes to enterprise features, we won't get any access, but the cloud services will get access. Okay. So the account that we created is actually free, called a basic plan. It's more than enough to understand the Euphoria AR features. Okay. But one more advantage that you get is actually, as I told you, you have complete freedom to create these type of AR applications using image target, using ground plane, using cylinder targets. You can create applications. You can publish the application to the Play Store. You can even monetize it. You can even commercially publish it. You can even earn money from it. Okay. Using image targets, multi-target, cylinder, Euphoria, and ground plane. That is actually possible. So you can check that. And other premium plan we don't need right now. Okay. So we just need only the basic plan. So we'll discuss more about that. You can check this link here to understand the options that you have in the free account. And the reason I'm explaining is actually the barcode scanner feature is not available for commercial deployment. Since we're using a free account, a basic plan, we can test the feature. We can create a scene to understand the feature. Fine. So but you can actually publish these applications. You see, you can publish without a watermark. Easy. So you can upload that application to the Play Store, okay? And you can sell the application. That is all possible. We'll talk about that. If you're interested, we can get some good project. You can actually publish to the Play Store. Fine. Now let's go back to the feature barcode scanner. So what is this barcode scanner? Okay. We discussed already. Okay. It is like a barcode scanner device you see in the supermarket. Okay. It is same as the barcode reading device you see in the supermarket. So what we do in the supermarket, when you buy the products, they actually use the device. Okay. So optical system based device to scan the barcode and read the data from the barcode and store in the database. Okay. So nowadays nobody is using that handheld devices. Just show the product near that optical scanning device area, you'll just get the data recorded instantly, very instantly. So it's again part of image recognition, okay? But same thing is what we are going to do here. But the only difference, here we are going to use the smartphone camera to detect and read the barcodes, okay? Here we are going to use the smartphone camera to detect and read the barcodes. But remember, we can easily read QR codes using our smartphone camera. Okay, the smartphone camera nowadays actually supports reading the QR code. Okay, so you can just scan a QR code using a normal smartphone camera. So what's the special in this then? So it actually has more code support. Okay, not only just QR code, it has multiple other code standards. So the Euphoria barcode scanner supports multiple code standards. Okay, so you can actually create a single application which actually scans many codes. You can read the data, store it in the database for further process. Okay, so example I just gave you, you can just use your normal smartphone camera, just open your smartphone camera, scan a QR code, it will read the data. It will read the data. You scan that payment QR codes using the Google Pay or Paytm payment app. That's all part of the application. Understand? That's all part of the Google Pay application. The Google Pay application has implemented that scanning feature for the camera. But the native camera, just the open normal camera on your smartphone, that should read the QR code. Nowadays, every camera supports that feature. Okay, but the same is what we are going to implement in here, but we are supporting more barcodes. So when I say barcode, it's not just the bars. Understand? Just the name. Barcode doesn't mean only bars. It actually means the QR code is also comes under barcode. Okay, there are multiple other codes, all comes under one title called barcode. So again, this is not a AR feature. It is just an image recognition feature. Image recognition feature, we can just recognize the barcode data and store the data. We are not displaying any 3D model in the AR here. Okay, it is just a 2D space. We can just scan the data. We can create that outline part when you're scanning the data. Here they actually have a green color outline. We can customize that outline. By default, you get green color outline. You can customize it. So when you say barcodes, these are the codes supported. Okay. So there are two types of code available, one dimensional, then two dimensional. One dimensional all are this bars. All are the bars because it's actually only in the x-axis. X-axis. But two dimensional is actually like x and y axis. You'll get a square or rectangle box. Like example is QR code. Example, QR code is actually a 2D barcode. Now, I have pasted all the data here. So Euphoria barcode scanner lets you detect and read a range of barcode and QR code types. QR code types with handheld devices and eyewear devices. It means you can use your smartphone camera to scan the codes, or you can use the eyewear devices. Means smart glasses. Smart glasses. So not every smart glass. Euphoria supports Android devices, iOS devices, then a specific eyewear, smart glasses. Okay, so that we'll discuss about eyewear. So eyewear is actually part of the smart glass. Sometimes it has the AR functionality also, which can display the AR data. Otherwise, just a normal smart glass can read the data, can display the data on the screen, not in the user world view. Okay, it is on the screen. So we'll talk about that in detail about eyewears, AR glasses, smart glasses, everything. Now, it can read 1D and 2D barcodes, one dimensional and two dimensional barcodes. So, and you see this very important note, as we are using a basic license plan, we are not permitted to publish the application for commercial purposes. Okay. You can just use it as a private application for your own use, in your office, in your working place and all. That's fine, but should not publish. Okay, fine. So what is a barcode? What is a barcode? So it's just a code. It's a method of representing data in a visual, machine readable, symbolic form. Okay. So every product has unique this code that represents the data of the product. Okay. There are multiple data about the product. We want to store it in a code format. So it can be easy to read and store the data in the database. The best example and very popular example for barcode scanning is the supermarket. Okay. Where we can see all the products having a barcode. Just scan and store the data. So again, what's the purpose of barcodes? It's mostly this, you can read more about it. So we are going to store the data about the product in the barcode format. But why it was invented? That you can check by reading the barcode history. Okay. So types of barcodes, we have two types of barcodes. Actually, the linear barcode are actually called one-dimensional. 2D barcodes are two-dimensional. Okay. And third is actually matrix. Matrix also comes under 2D. It's a separate thing is there. Okay. You can just check this Wikipedia page to understand different types of codes available. Okay. So this is the barcode. It's actually called one-dimensional because it's actually on the x-axis. It goes to left to right only in the x-axis. It's actually called 1D data. Okay. And if you scroll down further, you'll see different types of codes available, different standards, and 2D barcodes. You can see again the QR code. Check this. There are so many codes available. So mostly we have seen the normal 1D, these type of codes we have seen on the product. And we have seen the QR code on the products, like this Aztec code we have seen. Then QR code also we have seen in the product. Okay. So many codes are there. Fine. Now, so this particular Euphoria barcode scanner feature is going to scan a variety of code types, both 1D and 2D. Okay. So that you can check in the Euphoria barcode scanner page here. It actually supports this type of 1D codes. Okay. So UPC, again, you can check what's the full form of UPC. Okay, it's a uniform product code something. You can check it. So you can check in the universal product code. You can check more about it in the Wikipedia page. So there are multiple standards in that UPC. Okay, so all are supported by the Euphoria here. There is 1D and 2D. These are data supported in the 2D. So when you create a barcode scanner application installed on the smartphone, you can read all these type of data. It's mainly useful for enterprise use cases where they can wear the smart glass, they can scan the QR code on the machine. Okay, just read the data and store the data. It is very much useful for enterprise customers. Fine. So any doubts till now about barcode feature? Fine. So let's create a simple barcode demo scene. Okay. But always read the notes properly. I have already given a package. Okay. A simple barcode scanner demo package is available in the OneDrive packages folder. Okay. So please import this simple barcode scanner demo package into your Unity project. So once you import, you should get one scene in the scenes folder. The scene name is simple barcode scanner demo. Okay, so in the scenes, you'll get one simple barcode scanner demo scene. In the scripts folder, you should get one simple barcode scanner demo script. It's very simple code. So when you scan that code, we read the data from the code and display it in the UI. So for example, I'll open this scene, simple barcode demo. You see, it's very simple. AR camera and barcode, nothing else. So let's see the output first, then we'll talk about our own barcode scene. Okay. So I can just scan my UPI QR code from the Google Pay application. So play. So I'm going to scan this. So let me disable the camera in the Zoom and play in the Unity. So show, you will get the data immediately, instantly you get data there. So right now we are displaying the data in a text format there, but we can do something else later. We can create a proper UI and display the data, or we can store the data in the database. There are multiple purposes. So once you scan, what do you want to do with the data? That you should decide. Right now, it's very instant. And you can see the green color outline, which actually, we can change the color of that outline. We can change the color of the outline. And we can even play one audio, beep sound, when it detects the code. Just like we experience in the small, supermarkets, whenever they scan, we'll get beep sound. It's very simple. Okay. And what you have to do, just use the script that is given to you. That is simple barcode scanner demo script. So first import this package, simple barcode scanner demo package, into your Unity project. Then you can create your own my barcode scanner demo scene. My barcode scanner demo scene you can create. And for that, you can follow the help document 47. It's available in the help documents. You'll get it. So anyone you want to share the screen right now? Anyone you want to share the screen? I can guide you to create this my barcode scanner demo scene. Yes. And who is sharing the screen right now? Okay. Okay, Soumit sir. First you have to import the simple barcode scanner demo package. So please go to your
I already imported that.
imported. Okay, good. Now we can create this is the predefined scene. You can just play when the camera opens, you can just show any barcode or QR code, it will scan. Okay. So right now, since we are in the Unity play mode, we have to show the code in front of the camera. Right now, what you can do, just open your UPI that QR code and show in front of the camera. It should work. Okay, but we can create our own scene. Okay, it's very simple, just 3 steps. First, we want to create one scene. Okay, you can create a new scene, or in the video, I have explained creating a new scene. But what we can do, we can duplicate simple barcode demo scene. Okay, so Control D, duplicate simple barcode scanner demo scene.
I duplicated it, sir.
Rename it my barcode scanner demo. Simply remove the number 1. Yeah, my barcode scanner demo. My barcode scanner demo. So the video is also available, everyone. 47 and 48. You can follow that. It's very simple. So import that simple barcode scanner demo, duplicate the scene and rename it my barcode scanner demo, and open the scene, sir. Double click on this my barcode scanner demo.
Yes,
so
sir.
we have to create an AR camera. So you can remove the AR camera and barcode. I can explain this further, not a problem. Remove, delete AR camera, delete, and delete barcode also. You see, when we create a new scene, what we normally do, we delete the main camera. Since it's a AR camera, first we should delete the main camera. Next, add AR camera. So right click in the hierarchy, or you can click on the plus icon in the hierarchy, then add AR camera. Done.
Okay.
Next, add a barcode feature. So again, click on the plus icon in the hierarchy. Again, in the Euphoria engine menu, click barcode. That's
Okay.
it. Now select barcode game object in the hierarchy. In the inspector, so we should attach one script called barcode visual. So please click add component. So first you have to select barcode in the hierarchy. Then in the inspector, click add component and search for barcode outline behavior and select and attach it. It is there, the first one. Barcode outline behavior.
That's attached.
Yeah. So this is what gives you that green color outline. But you can change the
Okay.
color. You can change the color. By default, you get green color. You can change the
Okay.
thickness of that outline also. So by default, we get green color. But if you
Okay,
want to
sir.
change the color, what you can do? Can you see this material property there?
Yes, sir.
Above. There it displays the
Uh,
barcode outline material box.
yes, there it
Double
is.
click on that. Double click on that.
Okay.
Here you can change the color in the albedo box above. Can you see color box?
Yes,
There you
sir.
can change the color to any other color.
Okay.
Any other color. Now you have selected this aqua. Now
Yes, sir.
select the barcode in the hierarchy again. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Now we have to attach that script, another script. So select barcode again in the hierarchy. In the inspector,
Yes,
click
sir.
add component. Search for simple barcode scanner demo. It's available. You can select it and attach it. That's
Okay, sir.
it.
Attached.
Now, what is inside this script? It's very straightforward code. Can you double click on that simple barcode demo? Yeah. So here there are multiple other lines of code available. Now focus only on number 16. Number 16, what we are saying, if you are scanning any one barcode, okay, when you are scanning a barcode, what you have to do? Read the data as a text format. See the number 18th line. When you are scanning a barcode, what we are telling to do? Just read the text data from that barcode and store it in the data. That's a string variable. That's
Okay.
it. Very simple.
This 18th line.
Yeah.
Distance data dot
Yeah.
text.
16th
Okay.
line we are telling if when you are scanning a valid code, okay.
Okay.
If it is a valid code, what you have to do? Just get the data as a text format and display, store it in the data variable. That's a string variable. Else the data will be empty.
Empty.
Then
Okay.
below on 26th line, see right now there is no UI concept we are implementing. Right now we are implementing a simple runtime UI which displays the text there. So here you can customize the font size, you can customize the color, you can put color dot yellow means you can put color dot red also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can increase the font size or decrease the font size. Everything is fine. This is a very simple code. Later what we do, we implement that beep audio. We'll implement some other good
Sir,
UI. Okay.
sir, this one shows the once we scan the barcode, the thing we have shown in the screen, which these have this font size, color, and text
Correct.
anchor.
Yeah. That's what display. And you see at the 31st line, we are displaying the data. So data is what we have 35th line. 35th line, we are displaying the data, applying this label style. So we want to apply this style to the data.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So now we can close this window. Everything is complete. When you click play, and you can show that, as I said, you can right now for testing purpose, you can show your the UPI QR code. It should read the data and display it there.
I don't have anything.
Sheetal ma'am, I didn't add any extra code there. You just need to use that simple barcode scanner demo script. Nothing added.
So it's blank only.
Sir, actually, do you have a web camera?
No. Okay, for that's what.
If
I
there is
don't have
no
any
web
web
camera, it won't
camera.
work.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So what you can do, you can just build this for Android platform. Okay.
Okay,
So you can just follow the number 48 video, how to build this for Android platform. You can build it and install on the Android smartphone and test. Just scan any barcode. If it is supported, you should immediately get the data.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Right, sir.
So if you need help how to build this for Android smartphone, check number 48 help document. It is there. That you can do later, not a problem.
Okay, okay, sir.
So it's a very simple feature, everyone. Just add AR camera, add barcode, and for the barcode, attach two scripts. Okay, barcode outline behavior and simple barcode scanner demo. So later we implement good UI, other extra features in the application. Any doubts till now? I have given the steps also here, and there is a video also available in 47. You can follow. When you want to build this for Android, you can follow 48. Any doubts till now? Any questions, confusions? Always save the scene. Very important. Please save the scene. Sheetal ma'am, some QR codes won't work. Okay. Some QR codes won't work. You can try to scan any barcode available on any product right now. When it comes to QR code, some restrictions are there that we will discuss. Okay. Not every QR code type is supported. Yeah, you can try the GPay QR code. It should work. It should work. And any QR, the barcode you see around on any product, it should display the data instantly because most of the barcode types are supported. Any other doubts from anyone? And please check my screen. When you select this barcode, game object, okay, in the inspector, we actually got this barcode behavior that actually enables the barcode scanning feature. This is the script responsible for that core barcode scanning feature, which actually supports these type of barcodes, including the QR code. Some QR codes not working means we have to check it. Why it's not working, we'll discuss that anyway. Okay. So for now, just complete this simple one. Later, maybe tomorrow, we'll discuss more about this code, barcode. Every code is supported here. Okay. All, both 1D and 2D, all are supported. Just check any other data matrix code, micro QR code, PDF 417 type of code. Just download any one code from internet. You can try to scan. It should work. You can create your own micro QR code. Just go to the website. Okay. Search for micro QR code. Generate a micro QR code. Okay. For example, welcome. You'll get the QR code here. I'll say hello. You'll get the data here. You can just scan this. So we'll check that one by one. As a developer, what you can do, once you complete this scene, download that this number of water code displayed here. Then when you select this barcode, expand barcode behavior component, then expand this barcode types in the advanced. Okay. Check this type of codes. Leave that to 1D. 1D should work by default. Okay. Talk about the 2D, starting from ITF, QR code, data matrix, micro QR code. These codes, just download any random code or generate your own codes, show in front of the camera and check what happens. That's a task you can perform during the break or after the class. Fine. That's very simple feature, but we can create some good project using that. Or we can integrate it with other AR features. With other AR features, we can integrate it. Fine. So before I go to next feature, any doubts you have? Okay. So next we want to discuss about ground plane detection. Euphoria, ground plane detection. So what's the meaning of this ground plane detection? It means, remember the first feature we discussed is actually image target. Image target. There we have to scan the target image to get the output. Okay. Then barcode is also a type of image. So you have to scan the barcode to get the output. So what about this ground plane detection? So here we have to scan the flat surface, flat horizontal surface. Okay. So I'll give you some examples about this ground plane detection. So remember I showed you this IKEA AR video. This is a good example for ground plane detection because here we are not scanning any face. We are not scanning the image. We are not scanning any barcode. We are scanning the horizontal plane. That's a flat surface like a tabletop, floor. Those are horizontal surfaces we are scanning, or you can say horizontal plane. So once you scan that horizontal plane, we can place the object on the ground like this. So remember, I explained this concept to you. Even though it looks like we are placing an object in the real environment, it is just the camera frame. In the every frame, we are adding the data, and it is actually aligned properly using the sensor data. Using your accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, we actually place the data properly like this. You can walk around the data also, and you can hold the smartphone, you can walk around the data. Because of the sensors that you have on the smartphone, this will be properly placed with no shaking. You can just walk around. So here you are scanning the flat surface, horizontal plane. This is called ground plane detection. And one more good example I told you, the Angry Birds AR. Angry Birds AR. So this also, see this image? Here we are placing the data on the surface, horizontal plane again. Okay. So this type of application is what we can create using Euphoria ground plane detection. Very simple feature, easy to understand, and completely free to use. As I said, you can create one application, publish to the Play Store. You can even sell the application. You can earn from the application. Okay. So that is the definition for ground plane detection. Detect the flat surface. When I say flat surface, any horizontal surface like a tabletop or the floor. So it won't support the vertical plane detection. You cannot scan the wall. It won't work because Euphoria supports only horizontal plane tracking. Very important. Euphoria supports only horizontal surfaces, not the vertical. There's one more thing called mid-air. Okay, mid-air. That's very simple. We'll discuss that also. Okay. So if you remember, I sent you some videos last week in the WhatsApp group. There I have explained about the ground plane as well as the mid-air. Mid-air means place something in the open space. In the open space. Ground plane means place something on the horizontal plane. So check the videos that available in the WhatsApp group. Let's discuss this feature in detail right now. So what is the purpose of this kind of AR feature? Mostly, it is ideal for creating the AR experiences ranging from in-house furniture shopping, in-house or in-home furniture shopping. So remember, when we want to buy a furniture, traditionally what we do, I'm talking about some 15 years ago, when you want to buy a furniture, what you normally do, you actually go to the furniture shop, check the furniture. Okay, when you are happy with the product, then you can purchase the product, right? Then what we did after the e-commerce websites became so popular, what we did, we just checked the images of the furniture. Instead of going to the shop, what we did, just open Amazon or Flipkart or some other website, check the images of the product, then make a decision to buy it. Then what we were able to do that actually, we were able to see the 3D model of the product, 3D model of the product on the web browser. It is still not AR, it's just a 3D visualization. So from traditional way of buying the product, directly going to the shop, then seeing the images and ordering, then seeing the images plus video plus the 3D view of the product. Now it's actually AR. We can see the product in your environment, in AR, in your room. Then you can make a decision to buy. So it's all about improving the user experience, implementing lots of interactions. Okay. So that's what this video, if you watch this video completely, you'll understand. What's the purpose? Just open the application, select a 3D model of the furniture, scan your plane, the horizontal plane, place the application, place the 3D model. You can rotate it, move it. Okay. You see, after purchasing and worrying about the size, place and all, just use the application, place this in this available area. If it is fine, then go ahead with the next process, buying the product. Instead of measuring it, instead of all those manual things, so we are improving the user experience by adding the interactions to the application. This is a very good example for ground plane detection. Angry Birds AR is again a very good example. Let me share the screen again. You can even place the car. Product visualization. Product visualization means you can just display one 3D object in the environment. You can animate it, you can open it like that, like a bigger machine, a big car in the ground plane. So example, okay, this example you can see. So we can easily create this kind of applications, okay? Like this. You can place the car. There's a 3D model of the car. This one. Animate. You can create animations to open the car, check the things inside car. These are 3D models, okay? Not real car. Fine. So that's all about the ground plane AR feature. Now we can create our own ground plane AR scene. Very simple. It is same like barcode, only 3 steps. Okay. But understand one important thing. Ground plane feature is not available on every smartphone. Okay. Ground plane is available or it's only compatible with devices supported by the platform enablers. So your device should support either AR Core or AR Kit. So if you're using Android smartphone, it should support AR Core technology. Otherwise, it won't work. Why it won't work? I'll explain. So what they are trying to say, ground plane feature is only compatible with devices supported by the platform enablers. For example, if you're using an Android smartphone, that smartphone support AR Core technology. AR Core is Google's own AR software, AR technology software that should actually be there on your smartphone. A support for AR Core should be there on your smartphone. See, most of the mid-range to high-end smartphones they support. Most of the mid-range to high-end smartphones they support this feature. So how do I know that my smartphone supports this feature or not? Okay, you can check this link here. Most of the Chinese phones are not supported. Mid-range must be supported. lower mid-range not supported. Okay. You see, Apple smartphone, any Apple smartphone should work. And Galaxy S series phones should work. Google Pixel phones should work. Now, the smart glasses, they have some smart glasses here, it will work. Now, if you want to know the exactly your device is available or not, you can check this AR core supported devices. AR core supported devices. So I can just click on this link, AR core supported devices. And in this list, if your device is available, then it should work. Okay, it should support the ground plane. So you can check that list here. Most of the smartphones are there. So for example, you can press Control F to search. For example, I can say Poco. So Poco, there are multiple Poco phones are supported. Okay, or I can say nothing. Nothing, there are nothing phones supported here. Or I can say Galaxy S22. Supported, it's a high-end phone. Okay, so just check in this list. If a device is listed, then it should support this. Fine. Now the question is, why is it not supported on every smartphone? Why is it not supported on every smartphone? If you take the image target or barcode, it should work with every smartphone. Even the lowest range smartphone also will support image target and barcode, because those are just image recognition. You just need a camera. You just need a camera to capture the image. You don't need any extra hardwares for that. Okay. You don't need any OS support also. Okay. But this ground plane is not just like a image target. You are scanning a unknown environment. Understand it. When it comes to this image, in AR, we actually talk about two types of things. Okay. One is this marker based versus markerless. Markerless AR. Okay. Marker based means we already know the target. Like image target, we already know it. It's already stored in the device. Okay. The barcode also is not exactly AR. Okay. So we cannot count as a AR. Leave the barcode. But you see this image target, we already know the target device. It is already stored in the device. When you scan the target image, we can compare the scanned image with the stored image. We'll get the output. That's why it's called marker based AR. Marker based AR. Marker, not marked. So the image target is good example for marker based, because there's a marker available. We know the predefined target. What is markerless? There's no predefined target. Here we are going to scan the unknown environment, like a flat surface. You can scan any flat surface and place the 3D model. It means the application does not know that data prior, right? It's a real-time process. You just scan any flat surface. It's a real-time process. You'll get the output. You'll get the output there. But image target is actually marker-based, because the system already knows the target image. You just scan the image with the camera, send the scanned frame to the system. The system will compare the scanned image with the stored image. If both are same, we'll get output. So it's marker based. Markerless is actually a good example. The example is ground plane direction, because there is no defined marker here. You just scan any flat surface, you should get the output. Like a tabletop, floor, road, pavement, any flat surface should get the output. It's a real-time process. In the real time, the system is understanding the environment. Okay. So that kind of technology is not supported on lower or some mid-range smartphones, because you need the fast CPU with all the sensor data to process that real-time environment mapping. Okay. Plus the OS should support that feature. Okay. That's why I say the AR core. AR core is a software. It's part of Android OS. It's part of Android OS, but it is not supported on every Android smartphone. The reason is the maybe the CPU is not that powerful CPU. Okay, they don't want to support it. Because if you want the optimum performance, you need the mid-range CPU and high-end CPU. So that's why it is not supported on every smartphone. Okay. Plus, the technology is actually used. It's actually called SLAM. SLAM is the technology they use to map the unknown environment. Simultaneous localization and mapping is a technology used, it's algorithm used in this kind of applications to, as soon as you scan that environment, you should get the data. It's a real-time process. It's a real-time process. You just scan that flat surface, will immediately place the data, will immediately place the 3D data. So this is the algorithm technology mostly used in this kind of AR features. So this is the same technology they use in the autonomous vehicles, robot models, where they actually see the environment, map the environment, they create the map of the environment, and actually they walk. So best example, the Mars rover. Mars rover, when you send the rover to the Mars, okay, they have cameras on the rover, okay. There are multiple scientific instruments. The main thing is camera. So what's the purpose of camera? The camera is actually used to scan the environment. Scan means capture the photographs or the video frames. So from the video frames, create a map of the environment. Then move in the environment. Because you are sending the rover to an unknown territory. Understand? You are sending a rover to an unknown territory. There is no predefined maps available, just like we have in the Earth, on Earth. So what you have to do? Use this kind of algorithm technology through camera frames. Okay, construct a map of the environment. Then you actually navigate the environment. That's a real-time process. Same is what we do in the ground plane. So check the video again. This IKEA video. So you scan that flat surface. As soon as you scan, we are able to place the 3D model. So what happens here, when you scan that area, for the system, it is actually unknown territory. It's an unknown territory for the system because we are not using any GPS data here. We are not using any GPS data, it's just a flat surface. For the system, it's an unknown territory, but the system will create a map of the environment instantly in a real time using that technology, SLAM technology. Okay. As soon as it creates a map, we can just place the 3D model here. So it creates a map from the frames, from the video frames. It will just measure the distance between the camera to the surface. It will measure the distance from the camera to the surface using the technology. Then it will create a map of the environment and you can place the 3D model. If the smartphone has the depth scanner, like iPhone Pro, you'll get a perfect output. But most of the Android smartphones, they don't use a depth scanner. So the system will construct the data through the frames only. So when you scan this, the system will capture the image. It will just understand the distance to the ground from the camera. Then we'll create the map. So the technology name is SLAM, simultaneous localization and mapping. Okay. So you can understand more about this. I'm just explaining the concept behind the technology or algorithm behind this kind of ground plane detection AR features. So any questions you want to ask me till now? Any confusions? Any questions or confusions till now? So we have just explained what is ground plane, how this ground plane works. So what is this marker-based AR? Markerless AR. Marker-based means image targets. Image targets are markers because we have the predefined data. Markerless means there is no predefined data. As soon as you scan the surface, it should get the data. It should get the environment data immediately. This is actually called markerless AR. Okay, so you can check more about this, read more about this, what is markerless and marker-based AR. Okay, not only from this website, I'm just giving one link here, but you can actually check more. Markerless AR. Just read more about this and understand. And it is specifically mentioned here, okay, in the recommended devices, it's specifically mentioned here, you can see. Vuforia supports vision-only tracking for features such as image targets, cylinder targets, multi-targets, marks. All are images. All are based on images. It is supported on every smartphone. Every smartphone because just a vision only. Just like you just need a camera, nothing else. But advanced features such as model targets, area targets, ground plane, require support for device tracking. A feature called device tracking, which is available only on AR Core or AR Kit supported devices. AR Kit means for iOS. AR Kit, it's iOS, the Apple's own AR software for the iOS platform. AR Core is actually from Google for Android platform. Okay, so these technologies should be supported on the smartphone. If these technologies are available, then definitely these extra features will work. Advanced features will work on those devices because Vuforia depends on the device specific feature from the OS. So AR Core should be supported. Then Vuforia will support these extra features. AR Kit should be supported. Then Vuforia will support these extra features on the iOS. Okay, fine. So please check whether your device is available in the AR Core supported devices list here. Just go to your Google, search for AR Core supported devices like this. AR Core supported devices. Then go to this website. Then check whether your device is listed here. If the list is very huge list, you can search in the page. Press Ctrl F, and search here. For example, Xiaomi or Vivo. Okay, all are supported here. Or HMD. HMD, you can see there are a few phones are supported. Okay. Fine. So that's all about the definition and the explanation for ground plane. Let's how to create our own ground plane based AR. Just displaying a car, displaying an aircraft, animating the aircraft, touching the aircraft. So all those things we can do. We can just display a small object first, then we can display the real size object. We can display a small car, like a toy car. Then we can display real size car, like a 3 meter, okay, 2 meter, like that. Real size car you can display. Or 2 feet, then 1.6 feet type of car you can display. Mostly we use meters. Mostly we use meters as a unit here in the Unity, as well as in the Vuforia. Meter is the unit we use. So we can easily place the real size object here. So now we want to create our own ground plane scene. So before that, please import simple ground plane demo package. Okay, you should import simple ground plane demo package from the OneDrive packages folder into your Unity AR project. Just a simple one, you can just see the output. See the output. Okay, simple ground plane demo. So how to check the output for this? I'll show you this. Let me go to the Unity project, then open that scene, simple ground plane demo. Here, I'll explain the meaning of this ground plane stage and plane finder one by one. Here you see, we actually got setup with a car. Car, we are displaying a small car right now. We'll also talk about the size of this car. What is the green color grid? We'll talk about that. But I want to show the output of this particular ground plane scene to you. But you see, it's a ground plane. I have to scan the flat surface to show you the output. I have to scan the flat surface like a tabletop or the floor to show you the output. But right now I have a camera that is part of the laptop. So I cannot move the laptop and show you like that. Okay. So if you're using a USB camera, if you're using a USB web camera, then you can just take that camera and scan the ground. You can move the camera, but the camera is actually attached to that is part of my laptop screen. So I cannot move the camera. So how to check the output in the Unity play mode? How to check the output in the Unity play mode? So for that, Euphoria has given one target image. Euphoria has given one target image. You can use that specific target image to emulate the output in the Unity play mode. So what is Unity play mode? When you click on the play button, okay, the camera opens. Okay, let me disable the camera in the zoom. When you click on the play button, this is actually called Unity play mode. Unity play mode. How to check the output in this mode? Because it's a ground plane. I cannot scan the ground using my laptop camera unless I have a USB camera. So what I can do, I can use one image target, a specific image target given by the Euphoria, not any random target. That specific image given by Euphoria, I can show that image in front of the camera to show you the output. So that image is available in the target images folder. Actually, I have sent that image to your WhatsApp yesterday. Ground plane, gray color image. Check that. In the WhatsApp, if you see, yesterday I sent one image, that ground plane image. That image is what we have to use to test output in the Unity play mode. Now you see, camera is opening. Now I have to show this image in front of the camera. And you see, when you see the white color marker, you can just click on the game window using the mouse. So scan this target image. When you see the white color marker, just click inside this game window to get the output. Very simple. It is same like image target, but the only thing is we have to deploy it on the smartphone and scan the flat surface. But you should not have any confusion here. Why we are still scanning the image to see the output? So it is not image-based feature. It's a ground plane. But why we are still using the image? The main purpose is actually in the Unity play mode. To see the output of ground plane. Since you cannot use your laptop camera to scan the ground, they have given one image. Only that image works in the Unity play mode. For image target, we can choose our own target. Our own 3D model, everything is fine. But for the ground plane, we have to use that specific image to test output in the Unity play mode. But once you build this application for Android platform, then deploy the application on the smartphone. Once you deploy it, you should not scan the image. It won't work. You have to scan the flat surface like a tabletop and ground. So this image is only useful to test output in the Unity play mode. So that image is available in the target images folder. You can send this image to your WhatsApp to test the output. So the image name is ground plane test target. This I have already sent to your WhatsApp yesterday. So any doubts till now before we see our own ground plane scene? Okay. So anyone you want to share the screen so I can explain this ground plane concept? Okay. Sheetal ma'am, you are sharing the screen. Okay, good. And everyone please check the screen here. So the screen is visible now. Yes, visible. So please open your Unity project. Yes, can you open the Unity project? It is not visible yet. I can see the desktop background. Yeah. So you have imported the simple ground plane demo scene. Next, we want to create my ground plane demo scene. So instead of duplicating, let's create a new scene, okay? So right click in the scenes folder. First create a new scene. Right click in the scenes folder, create a new scene. Go to create menu, scene menu. Then click scene, rename it my ground plane demo. My ground plane demo. My ground plane demo. Then open the scene. Double click and open the scene. So once we open the scene, we should remove the main camera. So delete main camera from the scene. Then we should add AR camera in the hierarchy. So go to Euphoria engine menu, then click AR camera. Now this is normal process we followed in every AR scene. Next, we should add ground plane stage game object. Ground plane stage game object. That's again part of the Euphoria engine menu. Then ground plane menu. There you can click ground plane stage. See, what is this ground plane stage? Ground plane stage is a reference for your 3D data. It is just a reference for your 3D data. Okay, it actually responsible to, it's a container for your 3D data. The 3D data can be a car or a building or machine, whatever. So any 3D model that you want to display in the AR should be a child of this ground plane stage. Any 3D model that you want to display in AR should be child of the ground plane stage. But before that, what is this ground plane stage? If you double click on the ground plane stage in the hierarchy, double click on it, you see you in the scene window, what you see? In the scene window, we see 1 meter grid area, 1 meter green color grid area, nothing else. We should use this 1 meter area as a reference to place our 3D model. So we'll talk about that. Now let's add one 3D model as a child of ground plane stage. For example, when you expand models folder, then instead of placing car, let's go with something else. Can you minimize HQ cars? Please minimize. Can you go inside a Super Spitfire? Yes. So there you can see again prefab folder. There, inside the Super Spitfire, see the prefab folder. Prefab. Then we actually have a prefab. This should be a child of ground plane stage. Means click and drag this and drop on the ground plane stage in the hierarchy window. Exactly on the stage. Yes. Now you see it's a child of the ground plane stage. It's a child of the ground plane stage, but it's a very big 3D model. See, in using the ground plane, we can actually display the real size aeroplane or a small toy size aeroplane. It's up to that depending on the need. Right now, we want to display a small aeroplane within that 1 meter area. So we should reduce the scale of the 3D model. So select, can you see that? The area is very small. The aircraft is a big one. So what we can do, select Super Spitfire in the hierarchy. In the inspector, expand transform component. There you can this scale property. In the scale property, please enable that link icon first, so that we can uniformly scale in all 3 axes. Then in the x-axis, just type 0.1, 0.1. 0.1 means 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. Now zoom in, but still it's still bigger. It's more than 1 meter. It's more than 1 meter right now. Now can you further decrease it? Select Super Spitfire again. Can put 0.05. 0.05, we are reducing to half. That is 5 centimeter. 0.05 in the x-axis. Now you see we actually got a small aircraft within that 1 meter area. It means when you see the output on the ground, you will get 1 meter. That the aeroplane is actually 1 meter in size in the output actually. That's the meaning of it. Okay. Now this is done. So what is ground plane stage? Ground plane stage is a game object that actually a reference for your 3D data. Next, we should add one game object called plane finder. Plane finder. So in the hierarchy window, click on the plus icon. Go to Euphoria engine menu. Then ground plane menu. Then click plane finder. And see this name of the object, plane finder. This is the game object responsible to find the proper horizontal plane to place the ground plane data. So select plane finder in the hierarchy. In the hierarchy window, select plane finder. In the inspector, we can see multiple components are there. But see the third component, plane finder behavior. Plane finder behavior that actually finds the proper plane for us. Automatically, you just need to scan that flat surface. It will automatically find the correct plane for us. When it finds the plane, you can see the white color marker. You will see the white color marker on the ground. So when you actually deploy this application on a smartphone, when you scan that flat surface, as soon as you find a flat surface, a correct surface, you should see one white color marker. Then you can touch on the screen to place the 3D model. That's a very important component. And see the last component, content positioning behavior. Yeah. So once you find the proper plane, what do you want to do? You want to place the data. So inside content positioning behavior, see the first property, anchor stage. Anchor stage. It means what type of data you want to place. So once you find the proper plane, you want to place the data, but what type of data? We want to place the ground plane stage we want to place. We want to place the ground plane stage. So once we add plane finder, the last step would be to this anchor stage box, we should drag the ground plane stage. Okay. So from the hierarchy window, click and drag the ground plane stage. In the hierarchy window, click and drag ground plane stage. Yeah, to this anchor stage box. And see this component name, content positioning behavior. It means what is the thing you want to do? You want to place the content, but where is the content? It is actually anchor stage. You can simply select and drag the ground plane stage from hierarchy to this box, or if you are not familiar with this drag and drop, what you can do, can you see a small circle icon at the end? Click on it. Then select scene tab here. There in the small window, there's a scene tab. Yeah. Then you can choose ground plane stage. Both are correct. Okay. Either you can drag and drop or you can choose in this way. And you can see there is a duplicate stage. So what is this duplicate stage? When you scan the ground, you see the white color marker. Once you touch on the screen, you will get the output. When you touch on the screen again, you will get a duplicate of the car or duplicate of the aeroplane. Every time you tap on the screen, you will get a duplicate of the aeroplane if you enable this duplicate stage. If you don't want duplicate, please disable this duplicate stage. So only one aeroplane will be placed. That's it. We can do multiple other things here. We can write extra code later. For now, very simple. We have to add one ground plane stage. The 3D model should be child of ground plane stage and adjust the scale of the 3D model. Then add a plane finder. In the plane finder, we should go to the content positioning behavior component. There we should drag the ground plane stage to the anchor stage box. This is done. You can save the scene. Always save the scene. Now you can check the output. But how to check the output in the Unity play mode? I send you that ground plane image in the WhatsApp. Open the image on your smartphone. When you click play, the camera should open. Then show that image in front of the camera. You can try that. I can share my screen. I can show you that again. Once you click play button, it is going to open the camera. there I have to just show this ground plane image. Ground plane image. Once the camera, I should disable the camera in the zoom. Then you see, you just scan like this. When you see the white color marker, then you just click on the screen. You'll get out. Very simple. It's very simple. You can just easily complete it. So I have explained the meaning for plane finder and ground plane stage. When we create projects later, suppose when you want to create a project based on ground plane stage, you can discuss with me. I can explain more about the coding part. Okay. So I'll give you some sample projects also. We are just learning the feature right now. I'll give you some sample projects with some documentation also. You can go through the sample project, then you can create your own project later. Any questions or doubts till now? Okay. Now, one important thing is, see this ground plane stage area, it is just a 1 meter small grid area. Right now, you see the output will be, the car will be just 1 meter, exactly 1 meter. So what if you want to place the real size car? What if you want to place the real size car in the AR? You should resize the car using the scale tool. Very simple. So 1 meter is a reference point for us. Using the reference, we can just create a bigger car. For example, I can say a bigger car. I can say 3 meter, then 1 meter, something like that, or 1.5 meter in the height. So 3 meter in the length, 3 meter in the length, and 1.5 in the height. No need to worry about the height. Focus on the length. So what I can do, select this car. Always select the 3D model. Select the car like this. Then use the scale tool. Use the scale tool, or you can use the scale property here to increase the scale in all 3 axes. For example, I can put 1. I can put 1 in the car. 1 is actually correct size for the car. Okay. Then move the car using the move tool. I can move the car left or right and check the reference size. You see this? Its car is more than 4 meters right now in the length. Car is more than 4 meters in the length. Height, no need to worry. Leave the height part, okay? Just check the length part. If you feel it is length here, decrease to something like 0.8 in the scale in all 3 axes. Then you can reset the position to 0, 0, 0. Select the car. Position should be 0, 0, 0. Now you actually got a bigger car, more than 3 meters. So it's very simple. When you want to place a small car, reduce the scale. Real world size car means increase the size. How do you know it's a real size? Just use the move tool, place it side by side of this 1 meter area and understand the real size car. But mostly when you download the 3D models, they actually give you the real size. They actually give you the real size. Don't always check this 111. That is just a unit. When you put 111, you can see the actual real world size car in the game actually. It's actually around that 3.5 meters and 1.1 meters height. So very simple. Abhijit sir, please share your screen. Can you share the screen, sir? Okay. Now, can you maximize the Unity window? Maximize it. Now double click on ground plane stage. Double click on ground plane stage. It's actually there, but see the position of ground plane stage. The ground plane stage should be at 0, 0, 0 position. So select ground plane stage, go to the position property, put 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. Then one more thing, you have changed the gizmo. In the scene window, Okay. In the scene window, inside scene window at the top right corner, can you see this Y, Z cones? Inside scene window, top right corner, yeah. Press the shift key and click on the small cube. Now you are in the perspective window. Now double click on ground plane stage. Okay, now zoom. Because the balloon is very bigger one, you're unable to see that area. Okay. Can you delete balloon first? Delete balloon. Delete balloon, then double click on ground plane stage. You should see the area. Now add the balloon as a child of ground plane stage. Yeah. It's a bigger balloon. What you can do? Yeah. Put something like 0.05. 0.05, that is 5 centimeter. Reset the position to 000 position. Now you can see it's a inside 1 meter we got a small balloon. It means when you see the output, you'll get a very small balloon on the ground. If you want a real size balloon, then you should increase the scale. Okay. You can save. Finally, very important step, select plane finder. Select plane finder. In the content positioning behavior component, we should track the ground plane stage. That's only one-time process. If you already done it, no problem. Fine. You can save the scene and check the output. Any other doubts? But remember, everyone, I have already pasted some video there. You see this? Number 49. When you follow this 49 video, you will be able to complete my ground plane demo. Then build this for Android platform. Since we have already posted multiple videos for building the scenes for Android platform, once you complete this, save it and try to build this scene. Try to build my ground plane scene for the Android platform. So how to build it? The process is always very simple. First thing you should do is actually save the scene. Okay. Save the scene. Save the scene. Then go to File, Build Profiles. Select Android should be active platform. In the scene list, remove the current scene. So click on the Open Scene List button. Remove the current scene. Remove it. Then add open scenes. Means you should open the scene first, then click add open scenes. It will actually add to the scene list like this. Then go to player settings. Just change the name of the product here. For example, my ground plane demo. Every other settings we have already done in the previous sessions. So no need to change anything here. Just change only this product name and add the scene to the scene list. Then you can just click build, save the APK. For example, my ground plane demo. Save it. Once you get the APK, install on the smartphone. But before installing on the smartphone, I told you, please check whether it is supported on the smartphone. Further, I told you in the Google search for AR core supported devices. Then go to this page, check in the list. If your device is listed, then definitely this will work on your device. But once you launch the application on the smartphone, it will ask the access to the camera, allow the access, then scan the flat surface like a tabletop. If the surface is too shiny, it won't work. If the surface is too shiny, it won't work. If there is no light, it won't work. Okay. If it is dark room, it won't work. Okay. Just scan the tabletop or any rough surface nearby you. When you see the white color marker, touch on the screen. Just tap on the screen, you will get the output. So any doubts till now? Anyone? Any confusions? So you can follow the help document 49 first. 49, then you can follow 50. You can follow 49, then you can follow the 50. Then you can build the scene for Android. So follow 49 and 50. After that, build this ground plane scene for Android platform.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
It's not working for me.
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೆಲಸ. ಇದಾರಾ?
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
It's not working for me. Can I share screen?
Ma'am, just give me a minute. Somebody is knocking at my door. Just give me a minute. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, sir.
And people, you can take a break now. Okay. We'll again meet at 11:25. Once we come back from break, we can discuss this topic.
Okay, sir.
Sonali, ma'am, we can go for a break. At 11:25, you can share the screen again. You will ask the doubt.
Okay, sir.
And somebody is knocking at my door. I have to go and check. That's why. Sonali ma'am, are you there? So we can resume the session, everyone. So before that, any doubts or confusions related to the ground plane feature? And Sonali ma'am, if you are there, you can share the screen. So okay, so we can resume the session. So next, we want to discuss about Euphoria cloud recognition. Okay. So before we start Euphoria cloud service or cloud database, one more small concept to the ground plane demo. We can add a simple interaction to the car body. Okay. So in this example, I have used the 3D car. Okay. 3D car as an example. So for 3D car body, we can attach some interactions. So you can follow number 50 help document to complete this. So I can show you this very simple. You just need to open your that my ground plane demo scene, then expand car model, expand car model. Then you can see collider. Collider by default should be disabled. If it is not disabled, please select collider game object and disable it. Please uncheck this box to disable it. Okay. So please expand car, select collider. If it is already disabled, then no problem. If it is not disabled, disable the collider by unchecking this box. Then for the body game object, we should attach one box collider and on mouse events. So I'll show you this process here. So first expand car in the ground plane stage, expand car, disable the collider. So select collider and uncheck this box to disable it. Then select body game object. in the inspector, click add component, add box collider, then add on mouse events, That's it. Only 2 game objects. Then save the scene. Then let's see the output now. So we can just show this ground plane image. Click. When you see the car, click on the car body. You'll get the random color. So every time you click on the car body, you'll get a random color. And this will work on the smartphone. You have to tap on the car body. So please complete it till this number 50 video. And you should be able to test the ground plane as well as the barcode scenes. So next we want to discuss about Vuforia cloud recognition service. Okay. So yesterday means in the last week session, we have discussed about 2 types of databases. Okay. Sheetal ma'am, for the ground plane, there's no need for extra images. There's only one image you can use to test any type of output in the Unity play mode. Okay. But once you deploy this ground plane on the smartphone, you have to scan the flat surface, any horizontal flat surface. Here in the Unity play mode, to check the output, we are using that particular ground plane image. Okay, it is not image target based application. It's a ground plane based application, but to test the output in the play mode, we are just using the target image. You can choose any 3D model in the ground plane stage. You can use the same image to check the output. But once you deploy it on the smartphone, you should not scan the image. You should scan the flat horizontal planes, like a tabletop or a floor, like that.
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So what I meant is like how this plane is getting displayed on the floor. Instead of the plane, if we want to display some animals and all, like from where do we get the images?
Okay, understood. I thought the plane means I thought that the plane image.
Okay.
You can actually
I tried
delete
it on the smartphone. It worked. It came on the floor like a 3D model. So
Okay.
instead of that plane, if we have to display some animals or some other thing.
So if you want to display an animal, we should download the animal 3D model. Okay. Let me check whether we have an animal model. We can expand the models folder. There is no animal right now. Okay, so what we can download one animal pack. So you can just go to your Unity Asset Store. In the Unity Asset Store, you can search for animal pack or animals pack. Okay. For example, elephant. Just for elephant, we'll get some good 3D models for free. So you can see the filter. You can filter it only free assets. Okay. There you can see this animals pack. These are very low quality animals you will get. Okay. Just select. And we can download this asset to the project, then import to the project. Okay. This particular pack. Then you can import. Once you import, you should see the prefabs folder in the models folder. I can show you this anyway. Let me log in to the Unity account. Suppose if you want very high quality animal 3D models, if it is not available in the Unity Asset Store. We can download that 3D model from other websites, third-party websites we can download. That also I'll show you right now. Now, for example, I can search elephant 3D model, something like this in the Google search. Elephant 3D model. There, the free 3D is a good website where you can download some 3D models for free. Even the Sketchfab. In Sketchfab also will get some 3D models for free. Okay. So there are multiple websites. You can just start with this Sketchfab and free 3D. Let me open this Sketchfab link here. We'll get this kind of quality. Okay. And when you click on download 3D model, you should log into the account here. You can use the Google account to log in. See, you can use the Google account to log in. Epic Games. Actually, you can use the Epic Games account. Okay. Right now, they've changed this login process. You can just go to the Epic Games account. You can create one account. There is no account. Create one Epic Games account and you can log in. Or there also we have an option to log in through Google. Okay. So let's see the process anyway. Now, the Elephant 3D model can be downloaded from Asset Store or from other websites. Let's open this free3d.com. There we can filter the free assets. And you see, again, you won't get very good high quality models here. Let me check this one. Let's click this one. Yeah, but still it's not that completely elephant. They have some lock icon, something here. Fine. So, but there are multiple other websites for downloading the 3D models. But for now, we can just download a animal pack from here. For example, this one, I can just add to my assets, accept the license agreement. Go open in Unity. Then the package manager opens. Then download. Then import. So once it imports, we should look for the prefabs folder in that particular model folder. Then we can use the prefabs there. So we can just remove the current 3D model from the ground plane, then add the new 3D model as a child of the ground plane stage. Let me show you that. There is one more website I can suggest where you will get very good models. There is poly.pizza. Poly.pizza. That's a website. Poly.pizza website. There you can search for, mostly you'll get some low poly, means low quality assets from here. So I can search for elephant or tiger, something like that. We'll get this kind of models only you'll get from here. And when you download this, you can download by object OBJ. So we'll explain this process separately about downloading 3D models from other websites. Okay, one by one. For now, we just downloaded one package from the asset store. There we can just import. You see this folder name? This is the folder name you'll get in the assets. Import. Once we import, this is the folder name and this is the main folder. So we can move this folder to the models, animals. So click and drag this animals to the models folder. Not above, not below, exactly on the models folder, we can drag and drop. Now we can remove this empty folder that is not needed. This one is not needed, delete it. Now in the models, we got animals. Then there's a prefabs folder where we can choose a tiger, which actually comes with some animation also. Okay. Now remove the car, or you can disable the car. Okay. Select the car. You can delete it, or you can disable it by unchecking the box. So I can delete. Now I should add the another 3D model as a child of the ground plane stage. So drag this tiger, drop on the ground plane stage like this. So we actually got a tiger. Sometimes you will get this kind of pink color, okay, for the tiger. That's a problem with material. So what I can do, inside the tiger, is the tiger. So when you get this kind of pink color 3D model, you can let me know. I can just, so what I did for the tiger, expand tiger, select this tiger. Then here in the inspector, the shader, I selected standard shader. Okay. Not every model have this kind of problems, some models, okay. Now it's a very big tiger, so I can reduce the scale for the tiger, this big one. Using the scale here, you can put 0.6, okay, something like this, and that's it. Now I can see the output. So again, same process, just play. Show this, disable the camera in the zoom. Show this and play. We'll get a tiger there. With animation, it comes inside. So later we can add our own animations. We can add our UI interactions. Those things we have to discuss starting tomorrow. Okay. So for now, we can just complete the sample scenes, the demo scenes. Abhijit sir, the Unity does not support a GLB format directly. Okay. So mostly we want the FBX format. So what actually we'll see this Unity supported 3D formats. Unity supported 3D formats. Mostly we need FBX. FBX is the mostly used for 3D file format. Okay. So apart from that, if you talk about the GLB, that's mainly for web. Okay. GLB is mainly for web, but it may support, but what we suggest is actually use the FBX format for most of the 3D models. Unity has a very good support for FBX, but other formats also supported. Specifically, you are asking GLB is mainly meant for web graphics. Okay, that's what it says. Web-based graphics, we can go with GLB. When you create web-based AR/VR, then we should be using GLTF or GLB.
Sir, if I want to place two objects on that platform,
You can do it, not a problem. Just reduce this tiger size. You can use the scale tool or scale property, something like 0.1. That's a tiger. Okay. Move this guy little bit left or right. Then again go back to this models, animals, prefabs. I can drag the chicken, drop on the ground plane stage. So every 3D model should be child of ground plane stage. So drop on the 3D that ground plane stage. If a chicken is bigger, reduce the scale. Okay. Simply use the scale tool or use the scale property. And when you use the scale property, please notice, enable this link icon for the uniform scaling. So I can say 0.1 again. So very small one. You can put 0.3, something like this. You can place any number of objects, not only in this area, outside this area also can place, not a problem. Can move this tiger outside this 1 meter area, not big deal. Okay, you will get the output, but not too far away, something like this. Now I'll get two outputs there. Let me check. Save it. Now let me show the output here. You see, you get both outputs. Since the tiger is away from the 1 meter area, it's actually displayed like that. You'll get both outputs. Okay. So see, this is not a big output right now.
Okay.
We are just
Got it, sir.
understanding.
Thank you.
Yeah. We are just understanding the feature, how to create ground plane. But once we understand animation, UI, and other concept, we should create something useful and some professional level application. Okay. Something like educating the kids on traffic rules, educating the kids on the environment. Okay. So many things we can do. For that, I'll give you the sample projects first. Then you can actually create your own projects later. So for now, we have to understand the concept. That's what we are doing. So any other doubts from anyone? Any other doubts? Any other questions? Fine. So today we want to discuss three concepts. So two concepts are completed. Barcode scanner and the ground plane detection. So third, we want to understand Euphoria cloud recognition service. So remember, we have discussed about device database and cloud database. In the last week, we have discussed the difference between device database and cloud database. So both are images only. Both are image targets. Both are image targets. So the only difference, we are going to store the image in the cloud database. So we don't store anything on the device. Everything will be in the cloud. See, for example, when you created this car AR, last week you created one car AR. In the car AR, we used one target image. When you build the APK for Android platform, that target image is actually copied to the Android smartphone through the installation. Okay. So when you create a car AR scene for the Android, the target image is actually copied to the device through the installation. It means the image is actually part of the device. So if you're using 10 images, all those 10 will be part of the device when you build the APK. So why it should be part of the device? Because when you scan the target image, the camera captures the image data. This will be given to the AR system. The AR system will compare the camera image with the stored image. If both are same, you will get the AR output. It means the targets we use there will be stored on the device. That's why it's called device database. Here in the cloud database, we store target images in the cloud. It means I can store millions of images in the single database. I can store millions of target images in the single database. So this I cannot do with that first device database. Okay, because all those millions of images will be part of the device. The huge storage waste and no user will install our application. Okay, so both are image targets only. Okay, so what is the difference then? So this cloud is useful when you actually have this kind of use cases. Like magazines, newspapers, catalogs. Because newspapers, every day you want to change the target image. And every week you want to change the target image in the magazines. So see this particular scenario. You can use this cloud recognition service for apps that requires many targets or targets that needs to be updated frequently. Like I gave you the example last week, library. In the library, every week we add the books. When somebody scans the book cover, I want to display the data in the AR, like the book name, author name, description on the AR. It means I cannot rely on the device database. Means every week I cannot add 1,000 images to my app. Adding is not a problem, you can add, but what about the size on the device, the application size on the device? So it is not feasible to choose the device database. We have to choose the cloud database. So both are image targets, and after they are image targets. The only difference, we are storing the targets in the cloud. And in the previous session, when we discussed car AR, we stored the target image on the device. I have explained this in a detailed manner using the library example last week. So you can read more about the cloud recognition service. So what you need to create a Cloud Reco AR application. Cloud Reco means recognition. So what you need to create a Cloud Reco based AR application. So you need the following things. Okay, you choose the target images. You should create one cloud database, and you should choose the metadata for every target image. For each target image should metadata. So what is this metadata? That we'll discuss right now. So it is same like the previous image target. Here also we are going to choose target images. Same conditions apply. Okay, same conditions apply for the target images. One extra thing is a metadata. For every target image, we should create, we can, it's optional, we can create one metadata file. So what is metadata? We'll discuss. Then we should create one cloud database. Then we should actually upload the images to the target database. Then we can develop the application. It's very simple. Okay, before that, what you can do, before you create your own application, that is my Cloud Reco demo, you can actually import the simple Cloud Reco demo to your project. Simple Cloud Reco demo package to your project. So we'll talk about that. So this is what you should do first before we do anything in the Unity project. We should create our cloud database. We should create a new license key. Okay, then choose target images, then create metadata files for every target image. For example, I have given some cloud target images for you. Cloud image targets I have given. I'll show you that. In the OneDrive folder, there is a cloud image targets folder. In the OneDrive folder, there is a cloud image targets folder. So when you actually open this folder, there are two target images listed there. There are two target images and each having its own metadata file. So what is inside this metadata file? Simply a data about the book name, author name, and price. Just three data: book name, author name, and price. So what's the meaning of this metadata? Why there's a star here? We'll talk about that. So right now for demo, what I have given to you in the OneDrive, there is a folder called Cloud Image Targets. In the folder, we got two images and two metadata files. So Karna image and Karna metadata file. Ratan Tata image and there's a metadata file. We should upload this to our cloud database. So create a cloud database, choose these data, upload this to the cloud. Okay, then we can create our cloud scene. But so before we go and create, let's create this first. Then I'll explain the concept of this metadata. Okay, what's the meaning of metadata? How we can create metadata? We'll discuss. Okay, let's use the available data right now to check the output. So I have given the video here, number 53. 53, my Cloud Reco demo. You can follow this to complete the scene, but it actually starts with the video number 51, 51, 52, 53. 51, 52, 53, all three for cloud database concept only. So follow the 51, then follow 52, then follow 53. You can easily complete the concept. But here in the class, I'm going to explain the meaning of the metadata, how to create metadata, all those things we are going to explain. Okay. Now, can anyone share the screen? Can anyone share the screen so that we can create the cloud database and other concepts one by one? Okay, Abhijit sir, you are sharing the screen. Okay. Now, first, you have imported the simple cloud record demo scene. Okay, that's good. So next, before we create our own scene, we need the database first. So minimize the Unity project. Please go to the browser and log into the Euphoria account. Open your web browser, log into your Euphoria account. So I have given the cloud image targets in the OneDrive. Anyway, you have downloaded all those 4 data. Let's go to the account first, login. Login. First, we have to create one new license key. Okay, see, we can create any number of license key. Any number of license key. We need one license key so that we can link it with the cloud database. See, every cloud database should be linked with the license key. So for that, we want to create a license key again. So click on the plan and licenses. Click on the generate basic license and create a key. Just give a descriptive name for the key and create. You can say my September cloud key, my March cloud key, something. Cloud key. Then accept the license agreement. Then confirm. Now we actually got a new license key. This license key, you cannot, there's no need to copy this to the project, okay? You already have a license key in the project. You already have a license key in the project that you can use. This key is only to link it with the database, okay? If you want, you can use this key also in the project, not a problem. Now let's go to and create a cloud database. Click on the target manager. Click on the target manager. Then click generate database. Generate database. Now the type should be cloud. Type should be cloud and give a name. My March cloud DB. Something like that. Cloud DB. And see the type should be cloud and it's asking for the license key. You can link any one license key from here. Not a problem. Okay. You can link any one license key, but the same key cannot be linked with another database. Only one key per key. Now click generate. So we got a license key, we got a database. Now open the database. It is empty. It's a cloud database. But notice it is empty. It means we have to upload the data. See, I have given you 2 target images and 2 metadata files in the OneDrive cloud image targets folder. So download them to the computer first. I think you already downloaded, right, sir? Yes, sir. This is the folder. You can download all 4 to your computer first. Then go to your database, click add target, then choose the image. First image, Ratan Tata, any image can choose. And with 1 meter and see the metadata package. Choose the file for metadata package and select the Ratan Tata file and open. Now click add. So same for the next image. Add a target, choose file with 1 meter, choose file again for metadata and choose the add. Like this, you can keep on adding up to 1000 images. Up to 1000 images because it's a basic license. It's a basic license. We can upload only 1,000 images. Now it will take a minute or two to complete the processing. Now, in the meantime, we can go to our Unity to create a demo scene. Go to Unity. Now create a new scene. No need to duplicate. Create a new scene, sir. Delete the duplicate. Let's create a new scene. So we'll understand it. So right click on the scenes folder. Or you can duplicate sample scene. Both are correct. Okay. Duplicate sample scene. Rename it My Cloud Record Demo. My Cloud Record Demo. Cloud Reco means recognition. Reco demo. And open the scene. So it's a normal scene. So we need to remove main camera first and remove the cube also. Since you have a cube, remove the cube. So by default, once you remove the camera, we get only light. Let's add the AR camera game object. And we know the process, no need to repeat again and again. So we have added the AR camera. Next, we should add the cloud recognition game object. So again, it is part of the Euphoria engine menu. So right click in the hierarchy, go to Euphoria engine menu, then cloud image recognition menu. There click on the cloud recognition game object. That's it. Now select cloud recognition game object. In the inspector, see the second component, cloud record behavior. It means that is the main component which actually enables the cloud recognition service. It is asking for the two data, access key and secret key. See, remember, we have to connect this scene. We have to connect this scene with our cloud database. Okay. We have to connect this scene with our cloud database. This is the scene actually in the Unity software. The cloud database is actually in the Euphoria account. So how to link this scene with the cloud database? So we have to just copy the access key and secret key from the database and paste it here. So go to your database. There you see the database access keys tab. Database access keys there above. Yeah, click on the database access keys. You see you got two sets of keys, client access key and server access key. We want to copy client access key and client secret key. So copy the client access key first and go to Unity and paste in the access key box. Then copy the client secret key and paste it in the secret key box. These are the API keys which actually authenticates and connects the scene with our cloud database. So we are not doing anything extra here. Just copy paste the key. The code will connect the scene with the cloud database. This is done. And finally, for the cloud recognition, we have to attach one more component. So select cloud recognition again in the hierarchy. It's already selected anyway. In the inspector, click add component. Search for simple cloud reco event handler. Simple cloud reco event handler. It's available there. That's it. A very simple script. We can create a very good thing later. Right now, it's a concept. Okay. We can write a different script for different project. But this is the extra step we'll be doing differently for every other project. Every other step is same. Okay. So we got a license key. We got a new cloud database. We got images and the data in the cloud. We are authenticating that scene, connecting the scene with the cloud database. Everything is done. Now save the scene. Save the scene. See, I have sent you these two images in the WhatsApp this morning, yesterday, I think. When you click play, it is going to open the web camera. Please show that Karna image and Ratan Tata image one by one. This is actually available in the WhatsApp. Yes, sir. You can stop sharing. This is completed. Check the output. If it is not working, let me know. In the meantime, I can show you the output here. Please check my screen, everyone. This is my scene. I can open this My Cloud Reco demo here. I have linked my database and everything is same. Just open Karna image first. Play. You see, as soon as I showed the image, I got the data here. I got the data here. the name of the book, author name, and price. I can click restart scanning to scan next image. So click restart scanning to scan next image. That is Ratan Tata. I got the data here. I got the data here. This one. So right now we are not creating any UI. Later we can create a neat UI to display the data. Okay. But how does it works? How does it work? So it's very simple. You see, I'll play this again. How does this work means? When you actually click play and show this image, the camera is capturing the image. Okay. Like this. When I show this image in front of the camera, I instantly get the output. So what does happen in the background? The camera is capturing the target image. It is sending the data to the database, to the cloud database. There, the system is checking for the it compares the image. It compares the image from the camera frames to the image in the database. If both are same, we are downloading the metadata. If both are same, we are downloading the metadata from the database and displaying it here. Okay, it's a simple image recognition. If the images are same, we are just downloading the data from the metadata file and displaying it here. That's it. Very simple. Okay, so you can store up to 1,000 images. You can store up to 1,000 images in the cloud database. It's a very limited thing, okay, because we are using a basic plan, the free plan. It's just a concept. If you want to create something seriously, you can buy the premium plan where you can store millions of images in a single database. And you can upload the metadata file. So what is this metadata? What is the use of this metadata? We'll talk about that. So, any doubts or confusion still now? So I'm going to give you one task for you right now. Okay. So I can show you that also. So before that, let me explain that metadata concept. Okay. You see, what is metadata? It is just a data file. Just a data file. We just store the data about the book, data about the student, data about the country. Anything we can store in the text file. For example, when you scan a student ID card, you want to display the data on top of the ID card, Okay. So for example, check this. I'll show you this one video. Like this. When you scan any one book cover or anything, we want to display some data in UI nearby the book or on top of the book. Okay, like this. There is not a big good UI, a simple UI. Just scan any one book cover and display some data on top of the book cover or just near the book cover, like this. Okay. So these are the data. It's actually coming from the metadata file. See this data, like the book name, published year, author name, all these are coming from the metadata file. So what we have to do, we have to create one database, cloud database, upload this book cover with the metadata. So what is inside the metadata file? This book name, author name, released year, price, star rating, those things will be there. We should take the data and display it in the proper UI in the Unity. Okay, very good example for it. Suppose when you scan the student ID card, we can display the student details on top of the ID card in AR. Or you can scan a country, Taj Mahal, or the, for example, world monuments, scan the Taj Mahal, we can display the data about Taj Mahal. Not only text data, you can display the images of Taj Mahal in AR. You can play some video in the AR. You can play some audio description also. You can actually display 3D model of that Taj Mahal. So many things we can do. All this data we can keep in the metadata file. The audio data, video data, okay, that image data, everything we can keep in the metadata. Then when you scan the image, what we can do as a developer, when you scan the image, get the data from that cloud, then separate it and display in the UI properly. So it means we have to learn the UI concepts. Then we can actually create the application like this. So metadata is just a data file. The format can be .txt or .json. The format can be .txt or .json. The size of the file should be or should not exceed 1 megabyte. Very important. For every image target, you can create one metadata file. The size should not exceed 1 megabyte. That's very, very important. And you can store the additional data, as I said. You can store all types of data in the meta. So any example for metadata file? For example, I want to store student data. It means I'm creating one cloud database. I'm uploading all student ID cards. to the cloud. For every student ID card, I want to attach one metadata file. So what is inside the metadata? For now, I want to keep only 5 data. 5 data: name, age, education, blood group, and location. I can go with this type of format, a simple text format, kruti.txt. Always give a proper name to the target.txt. Instead, you can keep like this: Kruti, first data, star, second data, star, third data, star, fourth data, star, fifth data. What's the meaning of star? I'm just using a special character to separate data. Okay. I'm just using a special character to separate data. You can use dollar symbol. You can use this symbol. You can use any special character you can use. It's up to you. I'm just using star, a special character, to separate the data because I got 5 data. This is a simple text format. Or if you want a more standard data format, you can choose .json. Kruti.json format. This will be like this. In the curly bracket, we should create key value pair. Key value pair type of data. So open the curly brackets. Name is the key. Everything should be in the double quotes. Name is the key, colon, value. That is first key value pair. Second, comma. Second value, age, colon, comma. Third, education, colon, value, comma. For locked data, there's no need to put comma because there is no more data available. This is the proper JSON format, more structured way of storing data. So inside you can store anything. I can store data. I can store the photo URL, the image of the student. I can store any audio description of the student. I can store any video description of student. I can store everything in that. So we'll see one by one. Okay. So either you can go with the text data or the like this. I'll show you one student data file. I'll show you one. Let me open this. These are the student images I have. Student ID card. And the data file is actually here. Data file. This is not text. It is actually JSON format. So I can just open this. You see this format here. Student name. Should open the open and close curly brackets. Between these open and close curly brackets, you should create student name, double quotes, colon, the value, comma, second key, colon, value, comma, like that. Student URL, you can just give that student profile address, LinkedIn page address, any other specific website here of the student, you can just give it here. Then photo of the student. See, photo means I cannot store the photo directly here because it is a text. It's a text document end of the day. JSON is also a text document. I cannot store the image directly here. So what I'll do, I'll upload the image to some other cloud storage like OneDrive or this GitHub. Okay, I upload the image to this kind of website, then copy the address of the image here to this. Photo means I cannot directly store the photo here. What I'm doing, uploading the photo to a website, then copy the public address and pasting here. If I copy this public address, okay, I'll get one image, a random image I just stored there. Then video description. Again, I cannot store the video directly here. It's a text document. So what I'm doing, I'm uploading the video to a GitHub, copying the URL and pasting here. In the Unity, we should write code to process the image, to process the video, and to process the audio. That we have to write separate coding for that. As during development, what should I do? To keep the data in a proper location. The audio description of the student. Again, I cannot store the audio directly here. I can just store the audio URL here. These data, this simple text data, I can directly store. Name is a text, directly store. Location is a text, I can store directly. But what about photo? It is not text, it's a binary data. It's a pixel data. So I cannot straight away drag and drop here. I have to upload the data to another storage, copy that URL and paste it here. So when I actually open this video description, it's a public URL. You should get the video. So I can just paste it. You should actually get the data immediately. You see this? Download it. So we'll talk about that one by one. For now, understand the format of the meta file. It can be either a simple text format like this, or it can be the properly structured JSON format. So text format is easy to process, simple coding. For JSON format, we should write some extra code, extra C# code. That predefined codes are available, not a problem. We can easily create. So now, I just explained what is metadata file. Let's create a different scenario. Okay, let's create a different scenario. We'll create a metadata file in both text format as well as in the JSON format and make you understand this concept. Okay, now, can anyone share the screen here? Anyone, can you share the screen? We'll talk about metadata file. Any doubts or confusions or questions till now? Okay. And Sonali ma'am, you are sharing the screen. Okay. So please maximize this browser window. Now let's consider, yeah, this output is working now.
Um,
Okay. So Cloud Reco. So we just completed that demo Cloud Reco, but we want to create the metadata on our own for a given scenario. Okay. So can you go to the browser, ma'am? Just go to the browser. Open a new tab. Open a new tab in the browser.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So just go to Amazon Books. Search for Amazon Books. Amazon Books. Yeah. Scroll down and yeah, see that second link, Amazon Buy Books Online. Click on that. Any one link. Yeah. Click on it. So just for example, when somebody scans this book cover, when somebody scans the book cover, we want to display the data on top of the book cover, on top of the book cover. So we can decide what data we want to display right now. For example, I can display the author name. Okay. Then we can display the book name, description, price, star rating, then the book cover image. We can display the book cover image also, or we can display the author image. We can display little audio description of the book. So for now, just maximize this window, ma'am. Maximize the browser window. Scroll down and choose any one book. Scroll down.
The art of strategy.
Yeah. See any one book. For example, can you see this? Yeah. This image, this is fine. Okay. Suppose if somebody is scanning this book cover, either on the Amazon website or in the library, they should get some data on top of the book cover. So on top of book cover means we should create the UI, that is for later classes. Let's create the metadata and as well as the target image. So can you please click on that image, ma'am? Just click once on the image.
Directly.
Open image in new tab. Right click and open image in new tab. Right click on that image and click open image in new tab. Now right click and save the image. Right click on the image and save image. And always give proper name. You can say the art of whatever the name of the book, give the exactly the art of strategy. Okay, now save the image. This is our target image. This is our target image. Save it. Now for this image, we want to create one metadata file. Let's create text format as well as the JSON format both. Now just open a notepad file. Open a notepad file. Let's go with the text format first. Okay. Open a notepad file. So here, copy the author name, book name from there. So just go to the Amazon page, copy the book name and paste it there first. Yeah.
Book name and author name.
Yeah. First book name, copy the entire book name. The art of strategy, yeah, entirely. Copy and paste it. Then this is the first data. Then you can place one special character, either star or ampersand or dollar symbol at the end of the data. Okay. See author again, 3 authors. Second data, then star. Then you can just copy the description, just 1 line or 2 lines of description from there. Star. Can you see the description below? Just copy one line or 2 lines. That's enough. Copy that. First place star, then third data, then again star. After at the end of the data, put star or any special character. Okay. Then next fourth data, the price. Can simply put number 965.00. Anything. Any one data. .00. You can remove that comma also, that is not needed here. We can process this later in the, yeah. Then you can say star rating, maybe 4.0. Some random data. Star. Then the actual URL to buy the book. Okay. Now, if you copy the URL, it's a very long URL. Okay. It's a very long URL. No need to paste exactly like that. First, copy the URL first. Then go to a new tab. Copy the URL, go to the new tab, search for tiny URL. Tiny URL. Tiny URL. Go to that website. Yeah. There we can create a short URL for this. So paste the URL there in the box, paste it, then shorten link. Now just copy this URL. Yeah. Now go and paste in the data metadata. That's it. That's the last data. There's no need to put star again. So we got 5 data. So book name, author name, description, 6 data actually. Price, star rating, and now we have to save this. Again, in the text format, you can give the same name, the art of strategy. So no need to give a different name. Save it. It's a text document. Just put art of strategy. Done. The art of strategy. So always give the same name as your target image. So we won't get any confusion later. Fine. In the .txt format, by default we get, it's a text document. You can save it. You see, we got one target image as well as the. Now, how to create a JSON format? How to create a JSON format? Again, open a new tab. Means open that one more notepad file, sorry. Open one more new tab, yeah. Here we want to create a JSON format. JSON means key value pair. So open curly bracket first. Open curly brackets first. Close it at the next line. Between these two curly brackets, we should type the data. And first, what's the first data? Book name. So in the double quotes, type book name. Double quotes, book name. No space. No space in the names, okay? Book name, colon, double quotes, the value. We can copy the book name from there. Yes. Everything in the double quotes, okay? Book name also should be in the double quotes. So book name, colon, double quotes, the data. Yeah, double quotes. Comma. That's the first key value pair. Put a comma at the end. Enter. Next, author name. Same, colon. You can just copy the author name from there and paste it here. So we can either use a text format or JSON format. Both are correct. But we prefer JSON format. Comma. Then third, description. Yes. Description. Again, colon, double quotes, the value. You can just copy the description from there. Yes. Yes. Fourth, price. Just give some dummy data. No need to copy that again. In double quotes, you can put something like 500.00. Everything should be in the double quotes, okay? Comma. Then star rating, star rating, star rating, colon. Again in double quotes. And finally, the URL. So book URL type or simply URL, whatever. Okay. Colon, double quotes and copy the URL. That's the last data. There's no need to put the comma after that. This last data. Fine. Now we actually got JSON format, but we have to save it as a .json. Okay. The art of strategy .json, not txt. So what you can do, when you click save, the save as type should be all files. Okay. Very important. The save as type should be all files, and the file name should be .json. All lowercase only. All lowercase, not uppercase. JSON, JSON, lowercase only. Save it. That's a JSON file we got. So, but you can edit this using your Visual Studio Code also. You'll automatically get JSON format. Okay. But while using a notepad, you should choose proper saving format there. Now we can go to the cloud database. So if you got a cloud database, go there. Go to your Euphoria developer portal. Yes. Go up, then select target here. Then close those unwanted tabs. So open your cloud database. Again, click add target. Choose the target image. Should be on your computer, I think. Yeah, that's the target image. And width 1 meter. And choose the metadata file.
JSON.
You can choose either JSON or not a problem. Now click add. Now it will take a minute or two to process this. Once you see the star rating, we can just go to the Unity scene, check the output. You will get the entire metadata in that a single text box you'll get. But later, when we understand UI concept, we should be able to display it in a proper UI. That UI we are starting tomorrow with animation concept also. And everyone, you should complete all the videos from 47 to 53. And whatever we are discussing in the class also, please complete. So I can give you the sample for every AR feature we are discussing here. Okay. When it comes to project, you can choose the image target based projects. Then you can choose ground plane based projects. Okay. Then we are going to discuss 3 more concepts in the coming classes. That is location based AR, model target, area target. Those are big concepts. Okay. So tomorrow we'll complete animation UI concepts. The remaining 3 days we'll have to complete AR, VR. There is a VR concept also we should discuss. Fine, ma'am. Can you refresh this page? Please refresh this page. Sometime it will keep on showing processing. Yeah. Now this is a very good image for tracking. Got 5 star. So click on the image first. Click on the image, open it. And can you click show features in the left side? Show features. Yeah, very good number of feature points are there. Now you can go back to your Unity, play and show this image in front of the camera. So what you can do, you can stop sharing, send that image to the WhatsApp, then show that image in front of the camera. You should get the entire JSON format in the output. Later we should copy the data into the proper UI field, like text box. We should create a text box, buttons later. We'll create a nice looking UI later.
Hello, sir. Previously also I could not get the output actually.
Okay. So what is that? Can you share the screen again, ma'am? Yeah.
It's shared.
Okay. Can you open the Cloud Reco demo scene that you have?
Ground repo.
You created a Cloud Repo you created. It's a click Cloud Reco. Can you rename it? Right click and rename it first. Cloud Reco.
Cloud repo.
RECO. Yeah.
Demo I should remove.
Yeah. RECO. Cloud Reco.
RECO.
Yeah. Cloud Reco demo. Means recognition. Okay. Then open the scene. So you already got cloud recognition. Can you select cloud recognition game object in the hierarchy?
Cloud recognition.
Yeah. So you have added the keys. Yeah. Everything is correct. Save and play. Save and click play. Just a minute. It will open the camera. Yeah. Now you can show any one of the image in front of the camera. Either the Karna image or data.
Karna.
It is there in our WhatsApp. You can check. Just go closer a little bit. Yeah, you see you got out.
Now it is showing. Yes.
Yeah. These are text format, but right now you added one target. It's actually JSON format. Both you will get here only. But later we'll display the data on top of the cover. Okay. In AR. This is not AR yet. Go closer a little bit.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you get the output. Complete. Fine. Now everyone else, any confusion till now, you should ask me. And you see, since we are using the basic plan, I'll show you this. Since we are using basic plan, we won't get unlimited uploads. In a single database, in a single cloud database, we can upload up to 1,000 target images. 1,000 target images we can upload. Okay, that is one restriction. You can actually buy premium plan if you really want to create some professional project for your office or for your business. Then definitely you can buy the premium plan. It's worth it. Since we are learning, you won't get unlimited uploads. Okay, so I can show you this. When you actually open the cloud database here, this is the one I created. Okay, today, this one. And you see this very important point. See this records. That's a count records. In a single cloud database, you can upload up to 1,000 targets. What is this meaning of records? It means you'll get only 1,000 records per month. 1,000 recognitions per month. It means when you scan the image, when you see the output, it means one is done. That is actually called recognition. Image recognition is done. You will the count will update here. The count will update here shortly. Okay. Every month you will get 1,000 such recognitions for free. Once the 1,000 is over in 2 days, then you cannot use the database. You have to wait till next month. That's a restriction we have. So 1,000 images you can upload. Only 1,000 records you get. What is record? Image recognition. When you scan the image, when you see the output, it means one record is completed. One record is completed. So 1,000 images, 1,000 recognitions for all, whole. Okay. Now let me show you this one more cloud database I have here. And see this. This is just a development. I am not using this much. And you see number of records per image. Number of records per image. Suppose if I complete all 1,000 in a single day, 1,000 means not 1,000 per image, for every image, understand? It is not 1,000 for every image. It's 1,000 for all, the whole database. 1,000 scannings for whole database. So 33, 16, 21, all counted. Once you get 1,000, sum equals 1,000, you cannot use the recognition again until next month. Since it's a free plan, okay? But we can understand the feature in a detail. It's completely free to access the entire feature. Okay, like uploading the meta, reading the data, we'll get a very good understanding, very good application. The only problem with the free plan is actually the recognitions. You should buy the premium plan. So for our learning, the basic plan is enough. But if you are planning something like professional application using this feature, then you can upgrade the plan, or you can buy the specific recos separately. Okay, fine. Any doubts, any other confusion till now? Any other questions you want to ask me? So till now we have completed 3 features. Okay. Image targets, actually four features in the Euphoria. Image targets, then barcode scanner, then ground plane, then finally the cloud reco service or cloud image targets. So you have to practice this today's class, and you have to update. You should access the help documents. As I mentioned here, today's class, there are 5 videos, 5 or 6 videos, I think. You should complete from, check today's class, this one. We want to understand these 3 concepts, but all these are available here, 47 to 53. So in the class, I have explained the theory about everything I have explained, but you can just practice by following the videos here, 47 to 53. Just go through these notes one by one, you'll understand. So any questions, any other doubts, or anyone you want to share the screen to create a different cloud data, and let me know. I'm going to give you a task. I'm going to give you a task right now for everyone. Okay? This you should do. Right now or later, it's up to you. So first create a new cloud database. Cloud database. First create license key, okay? That's very important. Create a new license in Euphoria. Just give a proper name for the license. So for example, you can say, let's say, student cloud DB or cloud key. Student cloud key. Something like this we can. So we actually want to create a student database. Student cloud DB is what we want to create. Or you can say cloud reco app is what we want to create. For that, we need one license key first. Then second, we want to create a database. Create a cloud image database. Database called student cloud DB. Student cloud DB, and link that device, this key with this database. And create the following data. Mostly in the text format you can go, or you can go with the JSON format. Okay, both are fine, but we prefer the JSON format for proper handling of data. Text is easy to understand, easy to process, normal text data. Okay, let's go with JSON format only. This is standard anyway. So we choose student target images. See, actually, I will give you some student target images, or you can just generate using the ChatGPT type of tools. You can generate using ChatGPT type of tools. You see this target here that I'm going to give you later. These are generated by the ChatGPT. Okay. Some random dummy data. Okay. Or what you can do, instead of student, we can go with something else also. Okay. It's up to you. I'm just giving a task. Suppose you want to display the country data. When you scan a target about a country, you want to display the country data, like the country name, population, national anthem, means it's audio actually. Then any national animal or the language. We can display lots of data about a particular target. We can decide what data you want to display. Okay. So for now, I'm just giving a task, but you can choose anything. It's up to you. So accordingly, you should give a name for the database as well as for the key. So we can choose target images later. That is for later. At least create the metadata files. So create metadata files in JSON format. So what is the data we want exactly? It should be like this. It's a JSON format. This is the data we want. For every student, we want this data. Name should give a name in the double quotes here. I'm just putting some dummy data here. Some dummy data. Then class, or you can say education, whatever. So name, I can say location. So I already have the data. I just copy it from here and paste it there. Okay. So these are the URLs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, if you don't have the data, you can just create only this data. Okay, name, location, and student profile. I'll just put some dummy data here. So first to decide, at least create these two. First two can complete immediately. So this is actually a project, a sample project I can share with you. Okay. We can discuss this further. So I'm just giving an example of JSON data file. If you don't know how to create this kind of photo, short video and all, we'll discuss. That's not a problem. For now, create these two things. Not just student, you can create anything that you want. As I said, you can create this wonders of world. You can create wonders cloud DB, wonders cloud key, something like that. So when you scan that world wonder, any one of the world wonder, we display the data about that. For example, pyramid. So we'll display the pyramid image, some audio description, some data about that location, who constructed it, all those things we can display. So for that, we should create one metadata file. That we'll do later. At least first create these two. So I'm just giving a scenario. This we can discuss later. Okay. So today we discussed 3 concepts. We should practice that. Tomorrow we want to start animation and UI concepts. Very simple concepts. Okay. Once we complete that, then we have 4 more concepts. Okay. And say any questions till now? Any confusions? Any doubts? From anyone? No, sir. The target image should be same as you uploaded in the database. Both are exactly same. Suppose I am uploading my photo to this particular pose to the image. Okay. Mostly don't accept the face as a target. That's the thing. You don't accept the face as a target. Understand? Because it is actually called face tracking. So it's the image means you should need that image features. Face is also image, but for you won't track the face. Won't track the face. Suppose if you still upload this particular pose of me, then you have to scan that same photo every time. If you scan a different photo of me, you won't get output. Okay. Mostly the Euphoria won't track the face, because the face you will get 2 or 3 stars only you'll get if you upload the face. So that is not recommended for tracking. The image should get at least 4 and above stars. Just for example, I can show you. Check this. I can just upload one of my photos here. Go to this Euphoria portal. Open the cloud database. Add target. Choose file. I can just upload one of my photos here. Any one photo from here. Let's see. There's no metadata right now. See, if you fail or if you forgot to upload metadata file, not a problem. You can upload later also. You can upload the metadata later also, not a problem. So for now, I'm uploading the target image and the width 1 meter. Then just click add. So this is the image. See, it got 5 stars, not because of my face, because of the other data in the background. Okay. It means you have to scan the same image to get the output. Let me upload one more photo, which only photo, no other background image. For example, this one. This one. See how many stars it's going to receive. You see, it's only 1 star. So mostly only the photo face won't be accepted as a target. You should add some data like you can add some triangle, rectangle, square randomly on the photo in the background. Then you'll definitely get some good number of star rating and feature points. But whatever image you are uploading, the same image is what you should scan to get the output. I can remove this, not needed. So if you don't want to keep a image in the cloud, you can remove it. Simply select the image and click remove here to remove the image from database. And you can upload the metadata file here. You can remove the current file and upload new file also. Okay. For example, this is the image, Ratan Tata, I can open. If you want to update the metadata file, delete the current file and upload the new file here. So I can delete, confirm, then upload the new metadata file from here. I just choose the same data, not a big deal. Confirm. Okay. So, any other questions? See, you can create multiple projects using this cloud record feature. For example, you can display the plant info. Plant info. Just scan one plant image, the same image, okay? Then you display this plant information or animal info. You can display one animal image and display the animal data on top of the image. On top of the image in the AR. Okay. Any data you can choose. For every target image, we should create one metadata file, either in the text format or in the JSON format. Then in the Unity, we should process the data using the code. That we'll see later. Or I can give you the sample project. There I'll explain this concepts, coding concepts. So, any doubts till now? Anything you want to discuss with me? Okay, good. So we have completed one part of our learning. The second part is actually some advanced concept we want to see. Advanced concepts. Okay. For that also, you don't need to worry. I'll be giving lots of help documents. So before we see this advanced concept, we want to understand the user interface and animation concepts. Very simple. Okay. And let me show you that. We can start the introduction of UI concept. Tomorrow we are going to see them in detail. Okay. So we want to understand. So tomorrow, that is day 7, we would like to implement UI, that is user interface, animation, to AR scenes. Or we want to add, we would like to add user interface and animations to AR scenes. So it means we should understand the UI concepts. So first, understand user interface concepts. Then understand animation concepts. Very simple, okay? But before you understand this, how to understand UI concept, you should understand UI layout concepts. That is very important. UI layout concept. Now, so we'll see them in detail tomorrow. I'll just give an introduction to that UI concept, the UI layout concept. Okay. See, when you actually talk about user interface, okay, mostly with except VR, we will be displaying the UI on the screen. Okay, you play any game on your smartphone, you can see this UI is displayed on top on the screen. That is actually 2D coordinate, X and Y. Okay. So even you see this, my windows. See my windows here. We can see lots of UI here. Okay. This close button, minimize button, even the start button here, even this icons here, all are displayed on top of the screen. It's a 2D coordinate system. It means you'll get one X and Y axis. There is no Z axis. You will create a different UI for VR. That is later. For now, for most of our use cases, we will be displaying the UI on the screen. Okay. So we should understand that layout concept first. I'm going to show you an image. This image is available in your OneDrive. Okay. When you go to your OneDrive and notes, in the class notes, you can see this image. Okay, this image. Let me open this and show you some concept here. You see, you take any user interface design. First, we should understand the layout concept, UI layout concept. As I told you, you will be designing the UI for 2D coordinates most of the time. Because the screen you see on your smartphone, the screen you see on the laptop, any screen you use, it's actually a 2D screen. It's only two coordinates, two axes, X and Y. There is no depth. Okay, it's a 2D plane. It's a 2D vertical plane, right? So when you actually talk about 2D, we should understand this layout concept called, there are 9 points, 9 predefined points we can use to place one UI element, to place one UI button, or to place any other UI element there. These are the 9 points we should understand first. Okay. For example, just end of the day, when you design UI for this screen, it's a, whether it's a shape is rectangle or square, doesn't matter. It's a 2D coordinate. That's the first thing you should understand. Okay. It can be a square screen, rectangular screen. No need to worry. It's a 2D coordinate. Only we get X and Y axis. Fine. Understand these corners, these points where we can place the UI elements. This is actually top right. See this box, 2D box. This is the top left corner, top center, top right. Okay. Middle left, middle center, and middle right. Then bottom left, bottom center, and bottom right. These are the 9 points we should understand first, because we are going to use these points to place the UI element on any 2D screen. Now you tell me, can you see this close button? What is the position of this close button? Can you tell me? Because a 2D screen, what is the position of this button? Can you tell me that? This close button, what is the position of this close button? Is it top left or top right? Top right, correct? Top right. And what about this? These two buttons? They are also in the top right, but we are moving a little bit inside from the edge. Okay? These are all top right. We are moving a little bit inside from the edge. So it's actually X means horizontal means X axis, vertical means Y axis. What about this edit button? What about this edit button? What is the position of this edit button? Is it top left or top right?
Left.
Top left. And all these buttons are top left only, but we are moving them a little bit inside from the edge. In the X position, we are moving them a little bit inside. Okay. Same way, in everywhere you can see the buttons. What about the start button here? Windows start button. What is the position?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Okay. And this clock icon is actually bottom right. And all these icons are in the bottom right only, but they are actually moved inside, a little bit inside from the edge. Same for the from start button, we are moving everything a little bit inside from the edge. Okay. So this is the first thing you want to understand in the UI concept. Then we can easily create any type of UI. Now let me show you one small UI. I'll show you this classic Angry Birds menu for you. Take this image. Now, where is this play button? Where is the play button?
Center.
Middle center. Is that correct? Middle center. What about this Angry Birds text? Top
Center.
center, a little bit below from the edge. What about this close button? Top right. Settings button, bottom left. These two buttons, bottom right, but a little bit inside. And there is a background image. There is a background image that covers the entire screen. So when you launch this kind of game, you can see the main menu. You will be seeing the background image. That's actually a UI element. there's a title, then some buttons. We can easily understand the placement if you understand this 2D medium here. Very good. Okay, so that's what we should understand first about thing. Now, next time when you open any other game on your smartphone, understand this placement of UI elements. When I say UI elements, the elements are button, image, slider, toggle. There are so many elements we'll be using there. Scroll bar, so many things are there, UI elements. But before we understand the UI elements, what we want to know, the layout. That's a very important concept. We start that concept tomorrow. And slowly we introduce animation. We'll complete both tomorrow. Then we can implement those things into our car AR, my first AR, ground plane AR. Everywhere we implement the animation on the UI. So any game you play, whether it's a 2D game or 3D game, you see the UI on the screen, not inside the game. When you create the UI as part of the game, that's mainly for VR we create. Mainly for the VR we create the UI inside the game. But for every other application you use on your smartphone, the user interface is actually on the screen. It's the first layer on the screen, not inside the game. Okay, I'll show you that difference. We'll learn that. Since we are going to learn VR, we should understand that VR UI concept also. We'll understand that later. So I'll be showing lots of demos tomorrow for UI, plus lots of help documents we are going to post. We can check that one by one. So this image is available in the OneDrive. Okay, just go to your OneDrive notes folder. There is the class notes folder. In the class notes, you can see this image. Fine. So any other questions you have? Any other doubts? Any doubts from previous AR? See, again, think about some good projects based on this image target. Remember, I told you this multiple targets means simultaneously tracking multiple targets. You will get very good projects if you think. Mostly, just think about small kids. You want to explain some chemistry concepts. You want to explain some physics concepts, or you want to explain math concept. Just think about it. You will get some very good ideas when we use multiple targets. Okay. For example, you want to teach this sine, cos, tan concepts. Okay. What do we call? Trigonometry. Yeah. So how do we teach this to kids? So nowadays there are many interactive ways to learn this, right? It's not like when we learned this, that's a different way of learning we did. But nowadays kids have access to different types of interactive learning. Still, if you want to enhance the interaction through AR or VR, you can do that. In AR, we actually have a good concept. Tracking multiple images simultaneously means you can create 3 small target images like a small size, a square small size, like a coin. It's not always we want a A4 size printout, okay? Or a small size like your ID card. That kind of, that size is enough for a target. 3 images. So when you actually scan all 3, you'll get a triangle like that. When you move them, in real time, we actually calculate the angle, degrees. We'll explain the concept. So I'm just giving an idea. You just think about something else. Okay. There was one video. I can show you that later. Okay. Tried it, but I'm not getting the video right now. I'll show you that. Same like that we can create. Okay. Multiple image targets. multiple. I just showed you this one yesterday. Scanning multiple targets at the same time, simultaneously, like this. But we want something else, something good. I can show you the video, but right now it's not available here. No, it's not available. Okay. I can show you some sample projects later. The thing I'm searching for now is not available. I'll check that later. So tomorrow we'll start with animation and UI concepts. Okay. That's very easy. I'll be giving lots of help documents. No need to worry. So any other questions you have till now about the barcode or cloud reco or ground plane? So that's it from my side today. So we can discuss. We have 15 more minutes. You can discuss with me any other concepts or doubts, or if you need any clarifications on any topics, you can discuss with me. So I hope most of you have completed the online quiz. So we'll be giving one more quiz this Friday. Okay, same type of MCQ. Should complete quiz 2. That will give. So whatever concept you are completing this whole week, from those concepts you will get questions. Okay. Abhijit sir, can you share the screen? Please share the screen, sir. Abhijit sir. Fine, sir. So can you show me this FBX file that you downloaded? Okay. So this is actually compressed format. Please extract it. Right click and extract all. Now go inside this package. Okay. Now source, go inside source. Again, you see it's one more extract. So extract it. Now inside we got FBX. Okay. Now not only this, you should drag the entire model folder. So because it has all the materials. So go back. Not that one, the extracted one. Drag the entire model folder or select all of them. But before that, in the Unity models folder, create one folder to keep all them separately. Right click on the models folder. So what is the model you are downloading? Give that name to the folder. So right click and create a new folder. Create a new folder and give a name for this folder. Suppose if you're downloading elephant, put elephant. If you're downloading a car, put car, like that. Dinosaur, very good. Now right click on dinosaur, or you can simply select all of them and drop on this dinosaur folder. That's also correct. Or you can right click on the dinosaur. Yeah, this is also correct. Drag and drop is also correct. Drag, drop on the dinosaur. Yes. Now Now you got everything. There's a model available below. See the blue color one, model. That's a model. Select it. Select that model. Select, and you see in the inspector, you can see the 3D model there. Okay. But it's all gray color, I think. That's not a problem. We should apply the material. Not applied. Now, can you go back to the downloads, the extracted folder? Go back. There is one more folder we got. Again, go back. Textures folder. Yeah. Look inside textures. Okay, we already got the same texture in the project. Not needed. We already got. So what you can do, just close this, drag this model. Drag the model. No, the model. Yes, that one. To the hierarchy. Place it somewhere. Yeah. Double click on this model. There's a model, but it's all gray color. Can you go closer? Zoom in. It's all gray color. So what you can do, see, we have multiple materials. Okay. These are textures actually. We should create a material. So what you can do, it's a very simple process. Right click on that materials folder. Right click on materials folder. Create a new material called dinosaur mat. Dinosaur mat or dino mat. Dino mat. Okay. Now here, can you see in the inspector we got multiple properties starting from albedo, metallic, normal map, up, not below. Go to the top. See the first one, albedo, metallic. Can you see the small square box in the left side on every property? There's albedo, there's a small square box in the left side. For the square boxes, we should assign all the materials one by one. So you can simply drag and drop. So what you can do, close this box. For that, can you see this mat 0C? Mat 0C, that image from dinosaur folder. Mat 0C. Drag it to the albedo box. Click and drag to the albedo box. Okay. Then can you see normal map box? No need to choose any color. Can you see normal map box below? Further, should add mat 0N to normal map. Then click fix now. So we'll talk about this material concept maybe tomorrow. I'll explain this. Then we have height map. There are so many things are there, but we don't know exactly. Mat C. Okay, this 2 is enough for now. What you can do, drag this dino mat onto model in the hierarchy. Yes. On the model in the hierarchy. Not accepting now. What about the this is all correct. Okay. Select model in the hierarchy first. Select model in the hierarchy. It's an empty game object, so it don't accept it. Can you select the next game object in the hierarchy? Below model, what is the next one? That's only teeth. Okay. What about the first one? First game object? That's a whole body. For this, you should apply the dino mat. So drag the dino mat to the inspector. Or you can apply out there also. Drag and drop. Once you drop, just check whether you got anything applied there for the dino. Nothing? Okay. It means we have to download some other model. So I can explain this concept about material and texture, how to get realistic looking 3D models. That's a separate concept we should be discussing. Maybe tomorrow we'll complete that along with the UI. Okay. But in the Unity Asset Store, you can search for dinosaur. Or you can search for some other dinosaur here. So when we download 3D models from other websites, we won't get that realistic look by default. We have to apply our own that texture and materials to get that look. You can filter the assets, only free assets there. Okay, just check for a simple looking. PBR means it's very big in size actually. Just click and open, see the size first. Anyone? $42 is fine, so it's fine only. Just check the model. If it is looking good, you can download it. I think it also comes with some animations. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. You can download this. To download. So once it downloads, you can import it to the project. Import. And while importing, check the topmost folder. What's the folder name? PBR. Yeah, that one. Now import. So once you notice the folder, it is easy for us to locate it in the assets folder. Okay. Now let's complete it. Take some time, let it complete. Yeah. Now we can close this window. Now in the assets folder, you can just check that particular folder that you imported. It is in the P. P means alphabetically it should be below M. That one. There you can see prefabs folder. You can choose any one of the prefab from there. So mobile, mostly we are targeting the smartphone. So we can choose mobile. It's a very good quality actually. Yeah. Can delete that model. Add this model. So if you want to display it in the ground plane, this should be a child of ground plane. Yeah. You can disable the balloon or delete balloon. And this is a very big model. Reduce the scale. 0.1 can give. And the position should be 0, 0, 0 position. 0.1 also it's actually big. Okay. Can you put? Yeah, it came. It's a small one below that 1 meter area. Double click on that raptor. Double click. It is there. Yeah. You can increase the scale if you want. 0.3 or 4. So if you want a real size, you can give something like 0.5 also. You get a real size. Yeah. Still, it's inside 1 meter only. That's fine. But if you want to create some animation, there's animations available. In that folder, can you see animators folder? Animators folder. In the project window, inside that model folder, you just downloaded one folder now. In that folder, see the animators. There, you can just attach any one animator. So first select the 3D model in the hierarchy. Yes. Just drag and drop to this. Yeah. Done. Now play and check the output. You should get some animations by default. So save the scene. Save the scene. You can check the output later or now. Okay. So anyone else? Any other doubts? So please check the output, sir. Let's see. It will open the camera. Just wait. If there is no camera, then don't open. Okay, fine then. If no doubts, we can leave for the day. We'll again meet tomorrow. So we'll complete this materials concept. How to create realistic looking objects. We'll complete that. Plus UI and animation concept will complete. Okay, fine then. So I'm always available. Any doubts, you can put a message in the WhatsApp. And for now, we can leave for the day. So please take care. We'll meet again tomorrow morning at 9:30.